And I was playing Piku Niku like while I was on your bed. I was sitting like 5 feet from you playing Piku Niku, and I think I talked to you about it a bit.
Why would I remember what game you're playing when you're right there?
because
I have other
I'm
things on my mind.
because I'm memorable, and every day with me is a gift.
Yes, you are the things on my mind. That's the implication I'm making.
Aww.
Not what you're playing.
Aww. Also, anybody who
Aw.
came in, if you said anything, I didn't see it because I was setting up. Sorry.
Oh, right, I need to pop out.
Can't believe he's leaving already.
Yeah, we go and type pop into my URL bar and it comes right up.
Pop.
Pop.
Pop, pop.
Poppy,
Poppy, pop, pop.
poppy,
Poppy.
poppy.
I am pop.
I am popping.
Hi again, dragon friend.
Hi, Dragon Friend.
Look at me. I'm playing a game and I'm not even sick.
I just realized I can just look at the chat on the side stream. I can see it. Have you listened to the F Plus? I haven't, but I'm very excited to because I know what the subject is. I got introduced to it from the source.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
Hi, it was, and I have also not listened to it.
I can't not.
I have not listened to the other one, the last one either, actually.
Oh no.
I mean,
Oh.
I usually let like 2 or 3 pile up, and then I listen to them in a row.
I'll probably listen to it while I'm working out tomorrow. That'll be excellent. Ah, fuck.
I don't remember what I was
Really
doing,
excellent
because last time I was, if I recall correctly, what happened was I got sick.
Yep.
So I don't actually remember where I was supposed to go. We were in an underwater
Look at your guidebook.
Yep, so... Ooh, and on, for recent F Plus, like,
71% Aquaria Towers.
Yeah.
they're speculating about what this guy was like. There's a non-zero chance I played D&D with him for a while.
Oh
Yep. So
boy!
you would know exactly what he's like.
Oh boy! You heard it here first, folks.
Heard it here first, folks. He has personal friends, apparently.
Yeah, I'm saying this here because my DM of that game doesn't watch this, so they will not yell at me.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, so they don't have taste.
Yeah.
But in any case, Shell, more to the matter at hand, you seem like you have completed as much of this first world as you can with your current abilities.
Wait, I have?
Oh yeah, you looked at your guidebook, and
Yeah.
there are no, like,
There are no
levels
more
that
worlds for
like
me
you
to conquer.
haven't. Yeah, I think there is one more orb in this hub world that you can get.
Oh, or
Actually, 2. Yeah, I can only have one of the orbs. So there's actually 3 that you can get.
oh.
But not like in a level. It's in the hub world itself.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Oh, around here somewhere.
Yes. You might be on the wrong elevation, but there's some gems.
Ooh, hi gems.
Hi, Dragon Gem.
Hi, Dragon gem.
Dragon friend, you're not aware of how accurate you are with shitting dick nipples.
Oh.
This person loves nipples,
Oh no.
and also does like scat. Yes, I noticed the
Hi,
speed, but
person
there's a
who just
button.
came into the chat. Welcome to this this lovely little wholesome playthrough of a wholesome little lovely game that also scat. So just so you know what you've walked into.
I mean, you did find a puzzle shell, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
We did that before.
No, you haven't done that one.
Have I not?
Nope, I know you haven't because you don't have the orb for it.
Oh.
It's not in the Ocean Speedway. What does
It's
that have to do with that?
on the Ocean Speedway.
Nice
Yes.
work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated
Yeah,
the
sorry for
special
bringing
portal.
F plus chat into to some people who stumbled into this innocently.
Excuse me. There's nothing sexual about this game.
Ocean Speedway, huh? That's
Well-
Kale's most favorite.
The thing is, yeah, no, I don't have to go there because I already did it.
Rats. Trying to trick you.
I know better!
Yay! Nice.
Yay! I got an orb!
Also, they don't make the orbs bounce like in the original. In the original, the orbs bounced.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't just sitting there.
I have
Round.
not, but I have also never tried to play this game before. This is my first time playing it. So I have not tried playing it on PC.
Also, the final orb is way back at the start of the area, so if you want to come back for that later, you can.
Just start to this area?
Remember where Glimmer is?
Yeah.
Welcome to Glimmer.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's way back in that area. So
Oh, I already did this. Didn't I? Oh no, this is where I came from.
yeah, that's the entrance. This castle, that in order to get inside of the castle, you have to go in the underwater entrance, which is.
Oh,
I
like
mean, I guess that's secure.
like in Mario.
Yeah. No.
Mario 64.
I mean, at least Peach's castle has a front door. That's something.
Oh, does this not have? Oh, that's weird.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't really have a front door.
Oh, front door. Let's beat up the back steps.
I mean, if you can call it a front door.
I believe that you can, Heave.
More like a front. More like a
Yeah,
front
there's
door.
Glimmer.
It's that
There's
that
Glimmer.
layabout Mario always comes in through the roof.
Hi. Guess I missed that.
Dragon friend, you would be correct, but we won't speak of that.
I actually think that I probably could. Oh, hi, Jeff. I think my new computer could anyway. My old one could not have. I probably couldn't even have played Under Hero and streamed it very well.
Yeah, you've
I mean-
upgraded severely.
I have.
Computers are
I
bullshit
desperately
anyway.
needed.
So,
Now, Dijon,
Dijon.
Yes. Me, Jean.
you say it's over. Oh, hey, Gems! Gems!
I love that if you try to breathe fire underwater, Spyro just blows bubbles.
Oh right, Spyro can swim.
That's right, Spyro can swim.
Wow.
I actually, the first time we got
Spyro.
here, I didn't know that.
Well, because you had to buy swimming from Moneybags, remember? He actually
swim
couldn't
all
swim first.
underwater like.
Oh. Wait,
Aha.
did I? I don't think I did. No, I think I could. I couldn't dive. I didn't think I could swim at all.
Oh
I found
yeah,
it.
yeah. You couldn't dive.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can get in water in this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't know
swim
that because I had just come out of the first game where water just makes you dead.
Yep.
can you really call swimming what's only on the surface swimming?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more just floating. Spyro can float.
No, if you can
Spyro is no longer buoyant as a rock.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
He can float in the water in much the way a brick doesn't.
Sorry, I was looking at chat and then I fell down.
What's like a little known fact is that dragons actually get slightly less dense as they get older. Like when they are first born, when they are babies, cannot swim even a little bit.
So I found
Just
two
immediately
of
sink.
them.
2 of them.
Is
Did you not? Oh, I went backwards. Whoopsie.
we had this conversation last game, but like a year, no time has passed since the first game. Hey, how old is that Spyro?
Actually, I have no idea how much time has like passed.
I don't think
I
it,
thought
like,
it's
it
fairly
seems-
immediate.
Yeah, it seems to be implying it might be immediately, just because like
Or pretty
he
close to.
kicked Nasty Nork's. Actually, well, Spyro says like, well, we haven't been on a vacation since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt, which implies there's been an extended period of time between kicking Nasty Nork's butt, a vacation, and then this vacation.
Kicking Nasty Nork's butt at vacation.
I guess that's the other thing is like, is that it's in itself a vacation?
Spyro seems to consider it so.
well.
Man, it's been so long since I've kicked a butt. miss it.
It's not like, oh, I haven't been on vacation ever since I wrote my finals. Like,
Oh,
what?
hey, I've
No.
never been on vacation. I haven't been. No, a vacation to Spyro is not having to listen to all of his dads at once.
Oh, stars are great though.
I agree.
But I guess he is young and impetuous though, so that is the kind of thing
He's
to believe.
impetuous and silly.
Hey, Spyro, don't understand me watch it on Hockey Mask. Ah.
Alright, where go? Did you
Hey,
say-
Spyro, do you want some
said-
brownies?
Oh. Did you say that there was one more I could get?
Oh no, you got it. You got behind the door on a secret ledge, and there's one that you cannot get until you have
Okay.
climbing. There's a Laura told you to like, hey, come back later when you can climb ladders.
Okay, let me.
I
You should
love
talk
how
to her.
she's just
Well
kind of
done,
disgusted.
Spyro. Now that you have 6 talismans,
Oh, yeah,
this door will
consistently.
open.
Oh!
Grok.
Well, before you didn't she? Before she asked me if I wanted to go to a different place, was that from a? That was somewhere else.
What?
Ah!
I mean,
Before you get to the castle dungeon,
okay, so the
Spyro,
way
I thought
that
you might wanna know how
the
Ripto and
NPCs
his
kinda
monsters
work.
arrived in Avalar. You see,
So
in
I'll wait until the
Well,
cutscene
winter
ends.
tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
Oh, hi Hunter.
There, that's the last orb in place.
Oh, weird
Now
voice,
let's
new
see.
hunter.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
here are some coordinates.
Hey, Spyro.
How
Yeah.
about 22475?
Yes, Spyro.
That's my birthday.
Hey, Spyro, do you want to smoke some?
That's my birthday?
Yeah, he was born on February 2nd, 1975, I guess.
So when this was May, when this came out, Hunter was like 30?
Get off me, you useless buffoons!
Yes.
Why can't either of you? Where are we?
As in Hunter's consistently trying to recapture his lost youth.
No
It's kind of sad.
Wonderful.
I can
drag-
smell the
swan.
no dragons on you.
My bag. We're moving in.
It doesn't smell like a toilet in here.
Wow,
Say hello to your new.
Listen, dragons wouldn't smell very good.
that's not
Be nice to the dragons.
Professor, shut
Yeah,
down.
thank you,
Hurry.
Heath.
Oh my! I can't see the switch.
Sorry, I was waiting for the other part of that statement. I've assumed there's a second part. Just be nice to the dragons.
Portal, you.
All your friends
Aw,
should take the
poor
orbs and
Crush.
scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
So this is the explanation for why the orbs are in dumb shit places.
Crush block.
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now!
Making kids cry, yeah.
You despicable little creature!
What a great chat.
Oh, hi, maid.
Hi,
This
maid.
is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Catch?
Yes, yes.
I do
think
love
so.
the
We'll
detail
need a
that
way
Hunter is
has
both
an
the person
alignment much
to
better suited to
suggest bringing in a
intercept
dragon,
these creatures.
and also,
How
like, in the
about
span of a few
when-
days, decides it's actually a bad idea.
Crush.
Anyway, time
Yeah.
to crush.
Aww.
Yeah, and voiced Hunter.
But Crush seems like a nice boy.
Yeah, that's why he's the first to die.
Aww.
That's how that works.
Hi, Deej. Don't sound so excited.
Beer chat. Collect mods. Or grey wheat. It's
Ah!
fine. Beer.
Oh no. 'Cause I was honestly I was honestly kind of hoping the Earl Grey wheat would be better.
Doesn't taste super grey.
Grey.
It tastes
Oh.
like a wheat beer, and not real mild, real drinkable.
Mostly you and both you and Crush are getting crushed.
How do
You could say that Crush has a crush on himself.
Aww. That's cute. Just get away from me.
Oh yeah, it's the dog days of summer, so wheat beers go down.
Oh, now he's shooting that.
Yeah, he can also do a fire.
Oh, now he can't be hit so easy.
Discovered health bar technology. And games went downhill since then.
Oh.
Man, this when bosses just died in 3, just like
Yeah.
real life. If you punch me 3 times in real life, I am dead.
He's not reacting to anything anymore. I guess I gotta do something different.
Oh, I just want to make that Paperback Paradise reference, but it's going to make me sound insane if people don't know it.
That's literally never stopped me from making any reference.
Hit the coming room. No, in fact, for a full minute after having sex,
There's
any
this here, there's goo around us.
any hit to a man will kill him.
Oh, they glow in an order. Or maybe they don't, they just alternate. What am I looking for?
So after a man comes, there's a 15-second window where any blow struck against him will automatically end his life.
Oh. What do I want to know?
But Paperback Paradise is a good look out.
What am I looking for? What opportunity am I looking for?
I mean, you should just still be flaming him.
But it doesn't do anything.
It should be. I mean, okay, no, but see, when he is all like covered in wibbly wobbly energy, he's invincible.
Oh, well, that didn't actually happen last before.
It was, you were just managing to hit him immediately before he became like invincible.
Oh,
He was very lucky.
I was lucky.
I think the original game much better illustrates the fact that he's invincible by putting up a physical force field around him.
Oh.
And here's a paperback for Shell.
Paperback. Oh, now they got the blue one and
Hey,
the
on a distant planet of crustaceans exists a new and exciting economic system.
Oh!
Capitalism.
What did you say?
Humans go in, crabs become more powerful.
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm not gonna lie, I'm super tempted to buy some paperback Paradise Prince.
They're very good. They would look great on a wall.
To decide which ones I want.
I feel really
Instantly,
bad for
because
them.
you have twisted my hand, I'm now having a Ghost Ride Kolsch style ale. Because I
That sounds like something with peppers in it.
nope.
Oops.
Surprisingly, no. By Revolution Brewing,
That'd be
Ghost
like,
Ride.
yeah, we put ghost rooms in this beer.
Oh, yeah, that does sound like something people would do.
Would. Listen, it doesn't come with ghost peppers. I have to add them myself.
Sorry,
Yeah, you'd
guys.
want those to be dried peppers, and you'd essentially dry hop the beer with them.
But golf will be more
I
than a
suppose
match
is how you
for
do
you.
that.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Revolution Brewing says, "Are you 21 or over?"
Golf, come here now.
Technically, this is not a Kolsch beer because it was not brewed in the city of Cologne, Germany. It is fermented with a unique ale yeast that ferments out at cooler temperatures than many other ale yeasts and doesn't produce as many fruity esters as many styles. It has complexities almost reminiscent of some white wines. The style is light-bodied, crisp, and refreshing, in part due to its extended cold aging / maturation, similar to that of a lager.
What a
It's limited
wuss!
release.
Oh,
It's pretty good. It's a very clean,
crush defeated.
very clean beer that does. It is somewhat like a white wine.
And for non-beer be food yes was part is important, is why yeasts are different and what it's a lot of what gives
Oh boy.
different tastes to beers.
Yeah, but this one's okay, even though it doesn't have a lot of fruity esters.
There's these different styles of beers you want,
Yeah.
different things, and yeah, hops will give florals and bitterness.
Home from for her.
Plain with fruity esters can do different
If
effects.
it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. Whoa. If Ripto were here, I'd give
I like
him
this
a
reveal that
piece of
apparently
my mind.
Moneybags owns all these castles.
I'd give him a lot more than that.
Which means
I
that
was
Moneybags is
a
both the
champion
capitalist
phantom
and I guess
boxer at
also the
university,
king.
And I still know a few moves. Take that and that. No. Why you?
Yeah, hops have a lot going on. Dead.
No.
Can't believe Moneybags fucking died.
Good. And yeah, no, see, it's fine. Crush is fine.
Oh, I think Crush is very dead.
No,
That's
that was
Crunch.
Gulp.
Fine.
Yeah, that was Gulp or whatever.
He's fine.
I hope so. He seemed like a nice boy, just confused. Gulp seems like a nice boy too. I think
Pretty sure Ripto summons his ghost at one point.
And
What?
yeah, I would continue to be smug about beers until Shell completely ruins my day with a certain dock.
Until morale improves.
No Shell's just going to ruin my day one of these days.
Oh yeah, that
Legend
yeah.
has it that there is a portal to Zephyr here.
Lying in
And
wait like a
legend
trapdoor
also has it
spider.
that I know how to activate it. Furthermore, as I recall, the legend mentions something
you'll
about
just wait and see,
activating it
mate.
for a small fee.
Oh, the legend did say something about that. But I don't know where Zephyr is.
Heck no, I do not want to
You
advance.
can come back and learn later. But if you had any idea how much treasure there is in Zephyr, you'd pay double what I'm asking.
Oh hi.
Well done, Spyro. The power from your orbs has activated the whirlwind.
Yeah, something that I was going to mention before the cutscene happened was that if you
Wow.
talk to like Alora, around like any of the hubs. She'll ask you like, "Hey, do you want to go to a level you haven't been to yet?" And if you say yes, she'll take you to a random level you haven't been to yet that you can access.
She did ask me
Chaos
that
reigns.
last one. Oh, and then
Anyways,
she made me
Metro
come up here.
Speedway.
Fine.
Speedway.
And moreover, how did Moneybags survive?
Well, he only fell from like one story up.
And
That's
no,
true. And he
no,
hasn't come recently, so he's fine.
His
no,
gems.
no furry poetry dog will ruin my day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm immune
That's
to
right. I got a
furries.
furry poetry doc for my birthday.
Oh,
Immune to furries.
someone else had the idea that I had last year.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant that pigeon.
Oh shit, that's right. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? Also, I have to get the pigeons.
Yeah, you gotta kill those pigeons. You gotta kill all of them. Got archers, pigeons, jumpers.
Since Spyro can't drown in this, I like how it just lands and then just smacks the ground in frustration.
I mean, that's what he used to
Hashtag.
do. He did that in the first game. I hate these so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you don't have to do this first.
Yeah, I know, but it was right there, and you were goading me, so. Ow. Hi. Hi, Walrus. Sorry, Walrus. I don't know why I'm doing this to you, actually.
Because you have been asked to by the rich and elite of the city. You've been you have been tasked with harassing like the working class for no particular reason other than their entertainment.
These
They'll
psychonauts
reward you richly
ass
with gems.
walruses.
They really are. I mean, honestly, this entire
I am a road
city.
worker. This is my sign.
I am a grieving widow.
So there's actually some very fun stuff in that furry poetry doc. It looks like
Oh.
good fun.
Ooh. You know what dog doesn't have fun things in it? Anime beer.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that's real.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not real.
Why would
It's not something
anybody-
that I would make.
Yeah, it's not something you would make, and it's also not something anybody would. Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Oh, we
there's
have
the
to kill
jumpers.
bungee jumpers.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, honestly, yes.
Finally,
It's Joe taking his stance.
it had
Yeah,
it good
bungee
enough.
jumpers are fucking spitting in the face of God, and I will not stand it. I don't really like the way that a lot of these like zigzag and make me think I can do one or the other because I get really distracted really easy.
Yeah, the way you're intended, the easiest way to do this is to do all of the pigeons, then all of the jumpers, then all of the arches, then all of the road sign workers. Also, here's the tip: you don't have to flame the bungee jumpers themselves. You can also flame their rope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is horrible.
Yeah, so don't bother trying to flame them. Just go for the rope. It's much easier.
The only thing that is worse than a bungee jumper is a skydiver.
What about one of those people who put on wingsuits?
Ooh.
Oh, that reminds me, since we're all here,
Hi.
Pigeon to the left, left.
Left?
Yeah, the pigeons are the last 3 pigeons are on each of the bungee jumping towers.
since we have hockey crew here,
Oh, hi.
did you see the hockey news?
No, I don't, because I don't live in Canada.
That your hockey crew here in Whisper Life.
Okay, yes, but I don't get Google alerts for it yet for some reason.
Seattle has picked a team name.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The Seattle
Seattle.
Kraken.
Seattle Crackers.
Kraken.
Just a singular Kraken.
Hey,
It's not the
that's near,
Kraken.
hey, that's near where
Yeah,
I
it is
am.
the Kraken. The Kraken is not a multiple, it is one mythical series.
Yeah, no doubles.
I guess. But I thought the implication was that all of the members of
Oh, I'm really bad at these.
Like all the members of the hockey team were that thing.
No.
So they are all Krakens, or I guess in this case, they are all parts
it's
of
just
the
the Seattle
singular
Kraken.
Gestalt Kraken.
No, it's I'll just be the mascot. Oh my god, this is very. I don't like any of this.
I don't know how I feel about Seattle's logo. Would
Please
be
post
each one's
for
benefit.
me.
Where is Gabe?
That's a little boring.
It's got like an oceany ass with a negative space tentacle and a red evil eye.
Yeah, that looks like a billion other like baseball logos, to be honest. It's no good.
I want them to go more in with tentacles.
They should have
Yeah.
done.
Oh, I mean, you always say that.
I like the idea of a negative space tentacle, but it needs
we
more
all know
to
that
it.
you're a big fan of tentacles, Steve.
It tentacles for me. It needs more to it.
Tentacle is also for you.
Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, hey! I didn't do the thing I was supposed to do.
Oh yeah, I don't think you it won't like turn you back quite as quickly in this one.
No, it's been working. It just didn't that one time. I don't know. I don't really understand why.
This does mean they
See?
have an interesting color scheme.
Oh, you were
of
pressing buttons and it didn't do
dark
it.
blue, light blue, and lighter blue.
Well, guess I'll just give up on this one.
I genuinely think just like turning around without barnstorming is quicker.
Well, the thing is that by the time that I realize I need to turn around, I'm way too far out. And then I really I confuse myself a lot by which way like not being sure which way to go. I get very lost very easily in these things.
I'm not going to lie, the Kraken jersey markup is kind of doing it for me.
Oh. Doing it for you, huh?
Oh yeah, see that's an okay logo for like a jersey. I don't.
Yeah, that's all hockey teams have is a jersey. Especially in America, you're not plastering the logos on things.
Yeah, not really.
No.
It's hockey. Like, I love hockey, but I'm being realistic.
Ow.
American
Instantly, you can charge. There's arrows.
Oh, so I can! Oh, shit!
You gotta jump at the.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate this. I will never not hate these.
Okay, just literally ignore anything that you are not currently going after. Like, do all of the pigeons, all of the, like, because like you don't have to do any crossover. It's set up so you don't have to do any crossover, and if you don't want to.
Here's the thing. I understand that. My brain does not, my brain does not register which way I'm supposed to be going until it's too late.
And
Huh.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I hate football, but I am mightily tempted to get Washington football team like hat or shirt. It's so bad.
Hayabus. Genuinely, I
Washington?
guess.
The Seahawks?
That's what the racist name, or changing the name to if we can come up with a better name.
Oh,
The Washington
them.
football team.
I'm
Which
going to
is
be
just
honest, Hayabus, these levels
Amazing.
aren't really annoying. Like, they're fine. Like, they can be kind of difficult, but like, it's not really a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for things to be challenging.
It's such a bad name that I just have to merge that has that on it. Washington football teams.
I'm part of the Washington Footballs. Sorry, the football. There's only the singular football, but the Washington Football.
Just one.
I mean,
Here with signs says no footballs. We can have one.
nothing in the rulebook that says you can't have just one. Oh, fiddlesticks. Where am I? Ugh. Hmm.
These are probably much easier if you don't have two people also vamping in your ears and you are required
Yeah.
to talk and be like entertaining to an audience. Like when you can actually like just focus directly on the game. Which means the show will probably mute both of us at some point.
Never had to before.
I mean, you haven't had to, but also like some of your most successful runs I've noticed have been when I very explicitly like stop talking to see if you would do better. And you did.
Just shut up.
Oh,
You talk too much. Like that Quadramania has ruined Taz. Because his mate will be keen to say, like, you know, Taz was great, he's a good wrestler, but he's ruined. I cannot take him fucking seriously. It's Taz. It's Taz! Shh. There's poor Taz. Son of a shell. Oh, it's not even that for Taz specific Bartramania, it's just the Incepted Taz commentary transition is so good, he just ruined him.
Tasmanian Devil.
Oh god, he is commentating again. Oh, why did you do that?
Oh, I'm on top now.
You can also I believe if you want to, you can also go all the way up and just flame the anvils that they're hanging from. That will also work. That would be easier.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Those are all considered part of the whole man.
Oh, well, I just bumped my
Man,
face into the...
hitbox. Yeah, Taz's original gimmick is quite eye-searing.
Whoa. Well, yeah, I'll make up for it.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh,
You're doing the cool speed run way.
Saying, despite what Dijon is saying, that does just seem to be a better way of doing it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I got way more
it
that
is,
time.
but it's the like it's 1% trickier.
I guess. Yeah.
And this is technically the speedway where they're trying to introduce to like, hey, you know, you can really kind of mix up these you know, these lanes if you wanted. Don't gotta, but you can.
I mean, I'm assuming you didn't play the first game, but you can.
I mean, that honestly seems to be like a big thing of the second game. Is just like, what if we dialed the difficulty back like 20 notches?
What if she said no?
Yeah, that's actually
What if
that's
we
a good
didn't?
question. That's a good idea. What if they had just said no? Well, I did worse that time.
I'm going to be honest. The bar
Oh,
storming
Paul
is really
Heyman.
fucking you up. Like doing the whole like
Yeah, but
loop.
see, no, you don't understand. What happens when what happens when I'm trying to go around, like just turn, is that I'm turning so wide, I actually, I constantly miscalculate where I'm going to be.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why it's generally a good idea is that if you miss something, to wait like a beat, like wait a moment, to give yourself a little bit of breathing room, and then turn around to give you enough time to actually like have to run up. Wait, you went either up, not down.
That... Christ.
Yeah, see this speedway kind of really like obviously signals that like, hey, you know, you could do the jumpers and the pigeons at the same time if you wanted.
Also, yeah, Taz is widely credited, if you're an ECW nerd, for bringing the tap out to American wrestling. And it's also worth noting, Taz transitioned to that human suplex machine gimmick because his neck was fucked. As is the case when a lot of wrestlers change styles dramatically.
Wait. Huh?
No, the other slow signs are behind you.
Yeah, but I was following the, I was following the gates.
Yeah, Oz is an interesting example of him changing gimmicks due to his injury, but he went from a like pretty good technical wrestler to a brawler.
Instantly.
And
If you do all the gates, you can just hit the last gate and then immediately turn around, and the slow signs are right there. Yeah, continue, Heath.
yeah, ACW fans are fucking the dipshit mugs. I was getting that. Because you could also, if you're more WWF inclined, blame Shamrock, was it, for the tap out, which is also from a legit MMA background. And
MMA fuckers in wrestling.
yeah, no, like Shamrock is legitimately MMA Hall of Famer. He's a huge deal. Who went to wrestling because he wasn't actually getting the shit beat out of him, and that's cool.
There!
Yeah, you did it. Nice, now you can go for the
And
secret gem.
yeah, Dan the Beast 7, who should have gotten much better
Right.
in WWF, but he had a crappy wrestling career. Most notable for the fact that he wore a damp gray t-shirt all the time.
Sexy.
And the one time he tried to take it off for one of his matches, the ref got told in his earpiece, he'd tell Dan to keep the shirt on.
Aww.
Aw.
That's really mean.
Was he that bad, Lucas?
No, Seven is was a, I mean, probably still is a legit badass. He will fucking murder you.
Oh, but what did I do?
For looking at his chest.
Oh.
Incidentally, you kind of buzzed the secret area a couple times.
I did?
You're in the right area. I mean, remember where secrets usually are. They're behind waterfalls.
Oh. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mate.
We've been having a crime
But
problem here in Metro Speedway.
I'd say
but
I had a
think
lot of
you
time
might be
for
able to
Ken
help.
Shamrock the rest, though.
Abandoned
He was
cat
great.
burglars have been raiding my
By the way,
rear
why is there a
auction
human?
by scaling the walls
What is this
of the
human
building.
man doing here?
Would you be willing
That's
to
not-
Terrifying.
get rid of them?
Dan 7 would just wish he had a better time.
Great! Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the buildings, but we'll need you to catch the loot before it lands in the canal and gets
What?
lost. Good luck. Hunter is waiting for you outside.
So,
Hunter can knock us down.
Do I just have to follow Hunter?
you have to follow Hunter. He's going to shoot things, and then you need to run into
With his jetpack.
any part of the thing. Either, like, yeah, see that thing?
Oh, yeah,
Oop.
okay.
Just run into it. You can also run into the parachute if you want. You don't have to hit, like, specifically the goodie bag. Yeah, there's, you get it? They're literal cat burglars. Burgling cats.
The icon just really looks like the raccoons.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of. I was going to say it. Look at these sly creatures.
It's unfortunate.
I don't know why they are not raccoons.
Well,
It looks like you missed one, but there always seem to be more.
There's always more burglars. This is a terrible city.
Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the building.
Mayor,
Mayor,
yes,
Mayor.
Mayor.
Mayor es mayor. Maybe it means Mea es mejor.
Ah, no, you see, it means
Beats
the
the
mayor, the.
means the.
Thank you, Eve. Sorry, Pigeon.
Incidentally, this is another one where it's very easy to accidentally kind of shortcut Hunter and then not have enough time to actually grab stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Whoops. Oh, you just skidded it.
Hunter, what a cock.
Fucking Hunter.
It looks like
Can't wait till Hunter gets a girlfriend so she can cheat on him.
Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the building.
Many,
but we'll-
oh god.
What?
So to go, you're making a bunch of assumptions here, then things.
Sorry, did you forget that Hunter gets a girlfriend?
Yes, clearly.
This is the spoiler because she was still his girlfriend in the Game Boy Advance game I played for a little bit.
It looks like you. Great.
No, I
hope
didn't miss
Hunter-
one. I just drowned.
I hope Hunter gets a girlfriend in Spyro Rise of the Skywalker, whatever.
God, he's so weird in that.
He's so buff.
Wait,
I don't.
You don't think he's buff?
I don't want him to get a girlfriend.
It looks like you missed.
In any reality,
Great.
Hunter should stay an incel. Actually, buff Hunter seems like he would be the more likely to be Volcel because he believes that, like, not having a girlfriend means he stores up more energy.
It's natural and not common, it's like natural TRT.
It looks like.
Got it.
Great. Hunter can knock the.
Did get it, even though.
that corner is very
Or-
obnoxious.
That's honestly not even the most difficult.
Great. It's great to know.
Yeah, so you've hit upon a good strategy, which is to let Hunter get more than a little bit of a lead on you. Doesn't work because he's a fucking slowpoke.
God,
But, you know.
yes. So he didn't. So he didn't have a jetpack before.
In this one, he had a jetpack.
Yeah, but not. I mean, in before, in the old one.
Oh yeah. In the old one, he had a jetpack. Like in the remake, in the first level, he had a he just had terrifying wings that just appear to be grafted onto his actual body.
Great!
And then the
Oh.
second level, he still had this jetpack
Oh, what?
and gun combo. Because it's a future city. He's got a jetpack. Cheat him and find Reddit, and then immediately their lives are ruined. Hey Spyro, check out this cool subreddit. Spyro, these guys on the internet are saying some pretty wild but true things.
I really hate that there's no way to automatically, like, drop it anymore.
Hey, wild but true kids.
Can you not just press triangle, the top button?
No, because it just does the hoppity hop.
Yeah, I mean it is drop. It drops you, but
Oh yeah, no, new S Plus is
Gotta-
great.
It looks like you missed one, but there always seem to be more
yeah,
burglars.
the new drop like gives you a little bit of height before it drops you, which can be a little bit challenging to deal with.
Oh, why is that?
It's a little challenge.
I genuinely feel like there's no consistency with Spyro's speed. It seems to kind of pick up regardless.
Oh, Spyro will like he does follow glider mechanics a little bit, where like if you are going down and then you level out, he will go a bit faster.
It looks like you missed. Great! Hunter can knock the scout.
Like he follows physics slightly weirdly for some reason. Subreddit wouldn't Hunter be in, to be honest. Like he would absolutely be like Hunter would be into like basically any like nofap, like Volcel,
No fab, extra fab.
INTJ.
bonus fap. This is my nofap cheat day. He would also
Oh,
be
God,
into
that-
r slash. There has to be like an r
Exist.
slash like a subreddit for like runners, but like the really weird fucking crazy ass runners who are like, yeah, shitting yourself is just part of the deal. You know you're running
Those
good
are
when you shit.
runners.
It looks.
Yes, also as runners.
Joggers are worse, but runners are bad.
The joggers don't talk about shitting themselves.
Yeah, joggers don't talk fondly about like, oh man, I remember when I just evacuated my bowels everywhere in the middle of the public.
Yeah,
Shout out
joggers
my
just,
ass.
Yeah, joggers just do whatever the fuck else they want, and goddamn anybody else. They stand in the fucking bike lane. They won't put on a goddamn mask. They won't stop for anything.
Who's
Oh,
worse,
I'm gonna,
joggers
Joe
or
I'm,
has
I'm gonna lose my
trees.
stride. I'm gonna lose my stride. Fuck you.
His show also has strong opinions about bicyclists.
Joggers.
they're all
Take it super wide.
Well,
bikers need to know how to share the road with car drivers.
yeah, they do. They're much. Wait, I didn't.
It looks like. Great! Hunter.
Oh no, it's Hunter is on NoFap, but he's also on like Porno Addict. Watches porn all the time, but he does not ejaculate ever.
Oh, so he's really into like ruined orgasms. Like Hunter is the kind of like nofapper who is just like, it's not actually coming if it's a ruined orgasm.
Yep.
So like he watches
That
porn
is
and jerks off
Hunter's-
constantly.
That is Hunter's aesthetic.
Ruined orgasms. Hunter has ruined many orgasms in his life.
But there always
It's
seem to be more
Spyro.
burglars
Not only his
I've
own.
permanently broken my dick.
Hunter can
Spyro, I rub little spikes off my penis. They're providing too much friction, making my jerk off too pleasurable. That's no good.
Oh yeah, Edging Challenge videos, porn hero.
Is that his point here? Yeah. That was a good episode.
So, damn if those videos exist. There's a
I love
community.
it. I love that straight men are this dumb.
Yep, yeah.
You don't have to gamify porn, it's already fine.
No, you do!
Listen, Pornhub already has Chivos. Just keep going.
Yeah, but you have to have a Pornhub account for that.
Well, who doesn't? Gotta be able to save your
people.
favorites. Gotta be able to save your favorites, though.
Listen, everyone has, like, just like the fucking 70s, everyone has a USB they save all their porn onto if they keep them in the woods.
Yes, and it's the folder is labeled school stuff.
But it's
Fucking
buried in,
no!
like,
Ah!
5 empty folders.
Great!
There's nothing suspicious about a bunch of, apparently empty folders.
Listen, I'm scatterbrained. I have a bunch of empty folders. It's fine.
They're nested 5 deep of empty folders.
Yeah, sometimes you just clean out a folder, a bunch of folders that you forget.
And
to
you
Oh,
actually
delete
didn't
the
save
folder.
and reset it default.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dragon Friend, but no, it really is.
It's the hats.
The hatch tried it again.
And listen, as someone who might know a thing or two about the other side, it is the hats.
It looks like you missed one. Great! Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the buildings, but we'll
Trust
need
me.
you to catch the loot.
Yeah, well, despite popular belief, Dragon Friend, there are straight furries. They just don't talk about them because they hate them.
Well, unfortunately, the straight furries will talk about themselves plenty. They never shut up about it.
Yeah, no, every single person I've known in real life, who I had to know was a furry in real life, was straight.
You see that? It's a valuable way for straight people to get a persecution complex.
Yep.
That's a good point, actually.
Did you know that discriminating against me, a straight furry, is really just your way of working out your homophobia?
I mean,
But
it's
there
hard to
always
be a
seem to
Republican
more
brony.
burglars. Great!
Yay! Oh, that guy!
Yeah, I'm judging up some old internet now.
Oh yeah!
Because like 5 years ago, it was old internet.
I didn't even realize until recently that apparently that's an actual real man
Yeah.
Oh,
from
hey,
like a documentary.
Yeah.
Well, boy, I guess, boy man.
The,
Oh, just an actual boy.
what about the furry Republican, straight furry Republican dog guy who gets the most tail?
To the ranting dog.
No, both that describes a concerning number of people.
Yes, I know, but there's like a very
Yeah.
specific drawing that
It looks
made its
So
way.
you say the Republican furry in a very specific drawing. I just think of what's his name, Gothic Skunk.
Persecution complex.
Who's just the fucking worst, and it's become a meme to dunk on him in the furry community. Yeah, you're gonna get libertarians everywhere. They're an infestation. You can't keep them out.
Yeah,
Like
there's-
ants.
Yes, actually, libertarians are a lot like ants. That is what is. Did it go up here? were you? Oh, god damn it!
Looks like you missed.
It didn't even hit the water.
Great! Hunter can knock the scoundrels off of the.
No, it
Nice
didn't.
to
It
see the
landed on
rooftop.
it landed on a steel rooftop that could easily be collected from.
No, money's dirty now. I don't want it.
I don't know. It's the thieves that are bankrupting my wonderful, horrible city, not my inability to just accept whatever gross money that I possibly get my hands on.
Does he make the re-election funds joke in the remake? I forget. If I remember correctly, in the original, he explicitly makes a joke about like, oh no, my re-election funds.
I don't. He hasn't yet.
It's like heavily implies this
Wait,
mayor is absolutely
Bruce.
mopped up.
Why'd you go looking up Gothic Skunk? Why'd you do that?
It's so fucking close
There's
to the ground.
there's no little time to actually get that one.
That's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, I got it. Nice. That's also a tricky one. It's got to go
You really
underneath
taught
the
those crooks a lesson.
bridge.
You have to spend all that time keeping a distance from Hunter to make sure that you don't accidentally outrun him, and then you go over that little metal bit, and if you're not right next to him, it'll just hit the ground.
Yeah, it's a tricky trick.
Yep, so that Gothic Skunk image he posts his rants over, that's referring me now. Posting ironic rants over that image. It's good.
Gothic skunk, more like gothic stunk.
So the other day on Twitter, Nix's boyfriend had retweeted this thing. It wound up being a thread on stereotypes about your persona animal, species that you're tired of. And I learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, furries.
Oh, I don't follow. I don't follow Matt on Twitter. What were some of the stereotypes?
Well, okay, the most common one was apparently that wolves are smelly. And that is a thing.
Well, I don't want to be a musky husky.
Oh, there's only one person specifically called out the musky husky one. But everybody was like, I'm a wolf, but I'm not stinky.
I mean, they should probably be taking more umbrage with the like weird like musk fetishists.
And rabbits are like, I don't breed a lot. I like to fuck, but and and then there
Yeah,
was
rabbits
like,
are
I can't get impreg.
rabbits are fandom slots. That's a very specific reference to you, Sean. Don't do that.
Thank you.
The a lot of the rats were very offended that people considered them mice, and then a lot of the mice talked about how I don't even like cheese.
I do not get taught.
That is honestly very typical that like mice would like have to make up like something that they're being like oppressed over.
No, mice thing isn't even a furry thing, it's just the cultural depiction of mice.
Oh yeah, but they're specifically tired about things about their persona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People think their persona eats cheese.
Because we're called, yeah, fuck you.
I mean, yes.
Um,
Some of them are culture. I don't think that all of them are culture. Some of them
No,
are
I even
cultural.
think they eat fucking cheese because that's what mice do in yeah.
Then there were,
Yeah, it's a hateful stereotype.
the main person who had brought it up was a kangaroo, and,
Inverted balls.
no, actually, that was not it.
Oh, so we just do have foes.
But I mean, that was not. Actually, I can't.
Yeah, that's not
I don't even
stereotypes.
know I
It's
can
part of
remember
biology.
this. Somebody did come in though and go, that I eat babies, and then I realized it was a dingo.
Oh, dingo.
Oh. but Dingo did actually eat that lady's baby.
See, these are all just cultural jokes.
Yeah, but they're all like, I wish people would stop saying this to me.
We also often says that furries are uncreative.
Yes.
Also says that a lot of people get really upset over like very minor like ribs.
Yes.
Also, everyone knows this one, but I'll put this out there: foxes are sluts.
Oh no, that was another one. That was
Yeah.
there were foxes.
But everyone knows foxes are sluts.
Yeah, but there was a couple. There were some foxes and they were like, I'm tired of being thought everyone thinks I'm a slut.
That stereotype is largely thanks to one fucking dude getting commissions all the time.
Oh, I need a four. Oh, I really wanted to fly up and get these, but what? What happened? Oh, no, but a couple dragons were like I hate that people think I'm greedy.
You see, furries are very bad at racism. They can't come up with their new bespoke racism.
I feel like,
They're always just stealing
Oh!
racism from the hard-working conservatives.
Sorry, I jumped on this thing and I didn't know where it took me, and apparently it just takes me back to the first level.
It does indeed.
I didn't realize that that was what those looked like, so now I know.
Yeah, it's a much better method for getting between worlds than in the first game, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair, having to go back to a thing and then do the thing.
Fewer crabmen, but it's easier in the end.
But they weren't crabs in the remake anyway, so who cares?
No. Anyway, you did buy ladder
that?
climbing, didn't you?
No.
Buy ladder climbing.
No.
Unless you want to play several of these levels again. You're gonna play several of these levels twice.
No, Dragon
Well,
Ball isn't
well.
even a
I bet
stereotype.
a rich dragon like you wouldn't
Oh,
mind
nope,
cashing in a
someone
few
did actually
gems to
say
learn how
that
to
they
climb.
automatically think
I'd
because
be
I'm a
willing to
dragon
teach you
that
for,
they're
say,
that I want that I'm
a
into vor.
small fee.
That was what somebody said.
But
I
only
wasn't
like
expecting.
one person?
Well,
So that's
hold
not
on.
a big one. Because let's see, the big vor species is fuck, what are they called? The created species that everyone loves, the
Circles?
Circles. Circles are a vor species.
Well,
Yeah, the vor wedge.
Yes, which is the name my friend has for Circles, the vor wedge.
You won't regret it.
Which I've said enough that
When you
Dejan
see a
knows that
wall
name.
surface that looks climbable, like the one to my
Keep
left
saying
here,
it.
just jump onto it.
It's
and you
going to
grab
make
it
its
with
way
your
into my
paws.
vocabulary.
It's a good derogatory nickname for something that you'll never have to refer to.
Use the left stick to move up and down. Press the jump button again. To
Ah,
leap
welcome
off.
to the
You
more useless ability.
oh.
Climbing.
Oh.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
I love that it absolutely did not have to be climbing. Like, you absolutely did not have to climb on ladders. You could have done all kinds of other things. But you're just climbing on ladders.
Climb some ladders.
Dragons don't climb ladders.
And yet he's doing it. And yet he's doing it despite you.
It's much like plumbers don't wear ties.
Instead, I don't think it's like that at all.
Hug your shame, dragon.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah, similar aesthetic.
Mm,
But tell me they don't have the same aesthetic.
They don't have the same aesthetic.
Well, one has John Hurt in it. The other one has a serious aesthetic of Japanese people came to America and shot this in a weekend.
Could I have fallen right into the portal that takes me back?
Yeah.
I just would have gone back.
Yep, plumbers don't wear ties is a very Japanese aesthetic to me. Despite, not being that.
Skelos Badlands.
Ooh, Dragon Friend with a fucking dusty Tumblr meme. Fully
Crystal
Tumblr
Glacier! Let's go to Crystal Glacier!
Dragons can't climb stairs. Phew. That's a fucking dusty one.
Oh, Dusty made that one?
God.
Ugh.
Like, the thing to always note about that is, if I'm remembering correctly, their persona was not even a dragon.
They're just defending dragons.
Hey, wait.
I think this caught on to that because dragons are attention seeking.
John, there's more people.
Yeah. Well, they're not real people. They're Cro-Magnon cavemen, which are
Oh.
technically not humans.
That's fair.
Listen, you're not fucking sliding a tumbles the stair dragon past me.
The Ice Wizard has imprisoned our leader.
Sorry, Tumbles the stair dragon.
Wait, you don't know about Tumbles the Stair Dragon?
Yeah, it's actually kind of fucked up. But
Yeah, it is fucked up. It has
also
a very
very
bad
funny.
ending. But at the time, it didn't have a very bad ending.
And if you want to know more, you can go look it up on Wiki for.
We'll help you across the chasm.
Yeah, that was the first thing that Google recommended. Ejected from a fur convention room party. Kept pestering Google to smoke pot with him, and anytime he went to take a walk, he would follow us, trying to get us to take us with him, until he finally found a clever way to ditch him and gentle and not come back to our party. Threw himself down the stairs, getting stuck in the railings halfway down.
Yep.
Yeah,
Including 40-ounce hyenas.
yeah, that created a throwing meme.
Yep.
Tumbles the stair.
Tumbles the Stair Dragon. It aged poorly though. If I recall correctly.
There's fan art, yes.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely fan art. But
Throwing meme. All furries are art. Of course, the stat art.
oh, a dragon.
Dragon.
They got dragons on there. Oh.
Watch. We'll help you climb this wall up ahead.
Didn't he commit suicide? Eve? Did
I don't know the ending of it.
didn't
He
Tumbles
turns on the wiki for a page.
Didn't Tumbles commit suicide? because it turned out he was actually depressed.
Aftermath. The following year, people were surprised that the same person had attended the con again. Most of the surprise was over the rumor that he had been banned from the FWA, the Sheridan, or both. In an effort to try to make amends, he approached several furries he'd met in '07 to apologize for his behavior the previous year, stating that, "I lose control when I drink too much, and I'm sorry for the way I acted and things I said. I made an ass of myself before, and this year I'm not drinking at all." And that all he wanted was to put the whole business behind him.
Oh. Okay then, maybe I mixed him up with someone else.
The wiki fur page does not mention anyone
Yeah,
actually
okay.
dying. However, in the card game Room Party, the furry convention expansion included the card Stumbles the Dragon. And the flavor text mentioned hoping he doesn't find the stairs. Stumbles adds a +1 awesome to a party, but destroys any booze in that party and prevents any new booze from being played, which can have an overall net negative effect in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right. It's that your actual persona is a husky, but a dragon is chosen.
By the
Due to
way,
the stereotype that dragons are more prone to mental instability.
what the Christ?
Nope, they have a page of furry stereotypes.
Did they... Is that a thing?
Furry stereotypes. Boop, 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 boop. Species stereotypes. Dragons. The factual accuracy of the section is disputed.
Oh, fuck!
Really?
The factual accuracy of these stereotypes is disputed.
Dragons are pretentious, attempt to appear wise and cultured, and often fall in a strange form of mysticism.
Oh, I have a very...
Or-
Dijon, I still need you to review something for me.
Oh, right. I will let you know as soon as I have finished, like, all the stuff I need to get done this week.
More recently,
Okay.
they've been perceived as being derpy. If female, they are fangirls of Anne McCaffey's Pern.
Now I can buy
Unicorns are aristocratic and prideful about their appearance.
Equines are size queens into bondage and pony play.
Male
Oh,
fox.
no shit.
Yeah.
Oh!
I think an
This is
equine.
great.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad you liked the dragon. Big old bone dragon.
Yeah, what
that
is with
bone
this
dragon.
place where they have, like, dragon paintings on the wall, but, like... And, like, bones around, but... It's a world without dragons. They go extinct here?
Possibly implied.
I don't like
The dragons
that.
were one here. Those all died.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Thankfully, you're gonna turn that around. You're gonna be the first.
Wait. Am I gonna
That's right. At the end of this, Spyro's gonna have kids. That's a spoiler. Oh no, this is bad. It's bad water. You can't swim in that water.
I know.
It's
I'm
burp.
very confused by the,
Maybe talk to the man.
This whole area is infested with creepy draglets.
Infested with creepy
If you
draglets.
could fly, you might be able to help us
And
get
male
rid of
foxes
them.
are frequently gay or bi, overly sexualized and submissive, and are an overexposed choice of character.
The stereotypes that there are too many of them.
If
Female foxes and vixens are usually male players, even more overly sexualized and not bright.
Red pandas desperately try to seek attention and choose a red panda as an original alternative to foxes just to get attention.
Griffins are obsessed fans of Mercedes lackey fiction and can be capricious. Who the fuck is Mercedes lackey?
Rabbits are neurotic and paranoid, or are sexually promiscuous and often enjoy being edible.
Oh yeah, there's the four stereotype.
yeah, the Voorhees.
Wolves behave like alpha males, arrogant and expect to be treated as leaders. Alternatively, they are sometimes purported to act like big foxes.
Huskies are the new foxes, but more submissive. Stop being submissive. Submissive bad.
Now, don't be submissive. Ugh. Also, how can you be more submissive than a fox? Raccoons are seen as antisocial and bisexual. Some see
Correct.
raccoons as sneaky thieves who steal at every chance they get.
Correct. All
I
correct here.
In real life, too.
Just like Sly Cooper.
Yes. Sly Cooper's aggressively bisexual.
Cats are seen as
Okay.
clean and sometimes prissy, bordering on the normal class.
Squirrels are jittery and hyperactive.
Again, that's just a media stereotype.
Yeah.
Hyenas are seen as insane, loud, aggressive, or
I don't
overtly
understand.
sexual.
Okay, I don't understand how a community that spends so much time and so much money on the concept of art is capable of being so uncreative.
Well, because I guess like one of the basic reasons of having a persona is because there like the is that the idea that there are certain aspects that are endemic to an animal that you associate with. Like it makes sense that like foxes are usually like literally like
Lord.
vixens. Like vixens are like foxes are often associated with like being sexual, so therefore
Stop.
people who want to identify with like being like really promiscuous are going to choose foxes.
No, stop saying that I want to be seen as promiscuous. I don't.
Hey, good lord, Mercedes Backy's written a lot of fucking books. Wow.
Has she wrote any gay novels?
I don't fucking know because her bibliography is an entire separate Wikipedia page.
Oh boy.
And
Kangaroos are
she has 18 series.
Ah!
oh rip.
Christ.
Kangaroos are always foot fetishists who have pouches on both genders.
Yes. Correct.
It's got those big feet.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that was the one that the kangaroo was like, no.
But rats are sneaky and dirty and carriers of diseases.
I can't believe those are the only. Hang on, I'm going to look up list of furry species
Oh no.
stereotypes.
Thanks, Spyro.
I want a bigger list. I need more animals. Persona stereotypes completed but not. Wow, this one's long.
You'd think those guys could have got me out of here without rolling a 2-ton snowball
Oh,
onto my head.
no, okay,
Here,
the
take this
original
crystal.
tweeter,
I
Heave,
traded some
was the thing
hockey
that you
tickets
said.
for it.
Oh, hockey tickets.
Hockey
What?
tickets.
Here,
Yeah,
take
he
this
traded some
crystal. I
hockey
traded
tickets
some
for
hockey
it.
tickets for it.
Yeah, this the joke is that the entire time they're trying to get you to save the shaman because he has their hockey tickets. But then you get there and it turns out that he sold the hockey tickets. So
I'm sorry, the original tweeter is not.
Oh, inverted balls.
Yes.
That is. No, I was remembering the other kangaroo in the thread who was like, not into fate.
Because thanks to furries, I know that's a thing. Thanks, furries.
sorry, what's furscience.com?
Ooh, not a site I want to go to.
This is the International Anthropomorphic Research Projects, IARP's Public Information Hub, studying furries and their fandom, increasing understanding and decreasing stigma. Ever want to know how furries go about their day? Well, this is your big chance. See how
This
furries
is
just like you.
people who go to cons and survey people, and they confirm the stereotype that by and large, furries are by and large.
Eve. That was very funny.
I mean, that's an old furry stereotype. That's not me.
Well, it's funny.
Abomination. The stereotype of that is just okay eyes emojis. African wild dog. Similar to hyenas, but are less insane. You chose them for their cool patterns.
Wow, our base banned them to choosing personas because they look
Oh,
cool.
big bad wolf. Wolves being bad and rabbits being nice. That's apparently something they're tired of.
Alligator. You're often evil, manipulative, or a big eater. Jazzy probably plays an instrument or is a gang leader.
That is all dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
That is just that.
Oh, and here's a moth who is like light bulbs. Anything with light bulbs. Stop it.
I mean,
It's
that's
getting old.
literally the thing TV tropes is named after.
So, light bulb?
Big lipped alligator moment.
Big lip alligator.
Oh.
Which is something that Lindsay Ellis came up with, aka the nostalgia chick at the time. Which she only came up with under duress of Doug, so
Yeah,
I
I
can
was going to
forgive her.
say, as far as I recall,
I mean, it's
She only
a
used
good
it
term.
Snow leopard. I was busy fishing and then I turned around.
So, a shocking number of films just have a completely inexplicable moment that is never referenced again.
especially animated films.
yeah.
I mean, you know how artists are like.
Aww!
You have
It's baby!
you have to give artists something to do, otherwise they'll start dating children.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ.
No, that's just mangakas. It's fine.
No, I'm referring to Disney artists.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, you
Well,
watched the Debunked Band. Don't
all
fucking try
the-
to pretend.
All Dogs Go to Heaven was a Disney thing, was it? I thought it was John Bluth.
That was Don Bluth.
So honestly, the original Big Lipped Alligator moment was for Don.
Aww!
Yeah, and he's a fish. Help
Yeah,
him get a
Don
fish.
Blue is just a paragon of virtue.
Yes, I will not. Don't.
He's terrible.
Oh, I mean,
And
yeah.
again, the white gaze, but furry fandom, again, we've established this. Mainly
No,
buys.
No, don't go that way.
Overwhelmingly buys.
Alpaca. You can call these sonas the subculture of drama llamas, due to them always wanting to start something. However, unlike drama llamas, they have a talent for making things and love to prance around.
Don't
Pax waddles. Womp womp. Shift fanboys.
Anaconda, vor or hypno fetishist.
Oh, there was a
That's a
snake in...
typical book.
There was a snake
Yeah.
in... Yeah, yeah, it super is.
Baby
Badger.
anything. Probably has a diaper / ABDL fetish.
Your badger.
Aw.
Ooh, big scary.
Ooh.
Hi! Oh,
Oh,
are
he
we
has weird
friends
teeth.
now?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
we're
friends. You
friends
fed him.
now!
He's your best friend. Oh, I'm preferring to like hear that as like when you're talking when your cat like tries to like be frightening to something, you go, oh, big scary.
Oh.
Oh, big scary. Bats. You go one of two ways: super cutesy fruit bat, or manipulative that friendly vampire bat.
His name
I mean, there are other types of
George.
bats, you know.
All I have with me is
Found
this
George.
round, shiny thing I caught while I was
And his
fishing.
weird teeth.
You can have it.
I don't like that he looks like been drowned.
I mean,
It's
the-
really
Oh.
uncanny.
the Link statue.
A lot of these entries are just the dude going, fucking, I don't know, whatever.
Beagle, you want to be detective, don't you?
And the stereotype for crab is just that gif of a crab dancing, you know the one.
That's the stereotype that crabs love to
Yeah,
dance.
that's the stereotype that famous group of furries crabs have.
Crews are like hyenas, except not as cool.
Wow, yeah, they're really
You try your
cool.
best to appear and act insane, but it looked like a candy cane that was left a hot car and became warped somehow.
You're possibly a sub and may or may not be a female. You love wearing flower crowns, crystals, and maybe a vegan. No, you are a vegan. Wrong.
Oh, there was a there was a zebra who was really mad about being called a horse with painted stripes.
Dinos of all ages want to be special snowflakes by being something that no longer exists. Likes making little noises and uses RAR XD unironically.
They also didn't even mention the ate my baby thing for dingo, so this dude just does not give a shit.
Yeah, no, at some point they were like, well, this needs to be here, obviously, but alright.
Yeah,
I'll
this
just
is
go-
a very long list that I think was largely made up of people like requesting things.
Oh,
Yeah, this
you
is
didn't do
bad,
mine!
actually.
You didn't do
Yeah.
mine! Hee.
Dodos are very stupid, that's literally it.
No,
Hey,
the
Eldritch Horror.
stereotype for dodos is that they're extinct and then also stupid.
Eldritch Horror, free edgy 5 me. Bum, 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 bum,
Oh
bum.
my god.
Dragons. Dragons are vor-obsessed narcissists who want to be in control over everyone and everything. Ducks are snarky.
Falcons are less patriotic than eagles, obviously, so they're not as cool.
We used to give guided
Huh.
I wonder what this dude's deal is.
Well, the thing for Eagle is, America, fuck yeah, or Native American IDK. Which
Whoa! Hey,
I
that's
don't
Hey.
think that's the thing ever.
Hey, this dude is white.
Wow, can't believe that.
He's pretty fucking man-bully.
Phoenix tried too hard to be cute. Maybe a baby fur. I hate your large ears. Ferret, you want to be a noodle, so you identify sexually as a pasta noodle. What?
Here's the entry. Gecko. Gecko.
God
Gecko,
damn it.
gecko, gecko. Gecko, gecko, gecko. Gecko, 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 gecko.
Oh boy.
It's
Did
tail
anybody tell them
time.
that they did not have to finish the page?
We used to give
Oh, it's
guided
so
tours
fucking
to
long.
be
It's so bad.
great.
So many. Of course. Wait, hang on. Is there? Yeah, there's humanoid. Humanoid, satyr, stereotypical alien, classic demon, etc. You're getting a bit close to the line, aren't you, Becca?
What is this even a? You're just making this is just a stand-up bit now.
Yes.
Here, Hawk, still not patriotic enough.
Highland cow. Cute, I love. Super relaxed, but maybe hardworking. Has nice blonde hair, and most seem to be the surfer dude types I've noticed. No, this wants to.
And, oh, hey, you actually got the Tusky stereotype right, so this Husky so generic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The best Husky stereotype is just Husky.
Oh, I ran out. That's what
Yeah, you're out of flight power. You
Sorry,
ran
I
out of
didn't
it.
notice that. Also, I
Paula.
really don't appreciate them throwing a fucking timed airway thing in the middle of the normal level.
We used to give guided. Great.
Impala, you're
Ah.
a female deer, basically. This dude just thinks all deer are female.
Yeah.
So all deer are already female, but it's like you're a female deer, so... but also,
I think-
again, not true.
Yeah.
ADAF.
From what I've seen, like just like doing stuff for docs, is that like most deer actually tend to be dudes. Dudes
Yeah,
who
for
are
some
like
reason,
dudes who are like
they
really
do
obsessed
love
with
deer.
like their like masculinity.
Oh yeah.
Which like makes sense, I guess. Deer are that is they literally have a symbol of their masculinity sprouting from their head.
I don't understand entirely why gay dudes love deer so much.
Yeah, me neither.
Kangaroo does not much of a foot fetish, so this absolutely has no idea who are they talking, what they're talking about. The thing about kangaroos is the feet. Kestrel, you'll never be as cool as the eagle.
Bringing that up again. huh?
America for life.
Are they an eagle? Is that what this is?
Just incredibly right-wing American.
Leo, Likoi cat. You're becoming the new go-to species for cat personas. You aren't like other feline personas.
Mortal dragon. We have a large snake trying to use legs for the first time.
That's
Not a
just,
stereotype.
You're just talking. You're just doing a stand-up bit about the animal now.
Making jokes. Liger, bruh, just choose one already. Just give your lion stripes, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh. Hey, bruh.
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 Lobster Cube had one song, Little Mermaid.
That's not a stereotype.
That's not a
God,
song-
that's not even a
stereotype,
joke.
And Sebastian's not a lobster.
It's not even a joke. Just, hey, this thing.
Hey, remember this piece of pop culture? Hey, remember that piece of pop culture?
Oh, this dude sucks.
Mandrill, probably wise or a mentry of some sort. Maned wolf, don't see you guys often. Your legs are fabulous.
Well, correct.
Mantis.
Main wolves do have fabulous legs.
That's true.
Not that leggy porn.
Legs. What's on the menu? Legs.
No, stop making that reference. I will never understand.
It's a good video.
No,
God, to put me on the
you
cover.
gotta make me
of
talk
Vogue.
about Huntays again.
But then my legs were too long.
Don't make me talk about Huntays.
Whatever. Yes, I'm very say goodbye.
Every day is leg day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Right. Yes, Huntays, Night Queen, goodbye.
etc. Goodbye.
God, fucking dude.
Opossum. Gah, you're just a gray rat. Punk, r/ not like other girls, in love with anything emo / punk, and are probably trans. Or at least have
God!
surgery scars, even though
Norwegian-
opossum nipples are in their pouch, but when does furries
Fucking
ever care about
God.
anatomy? They are
Norwegian
the
forest
trash
cat. You're a cat and a lesbian and a witch.
Huh.
Newfoundland, Viking dog. No,
No!
what?
What? No!
Hey, the clue is in the name, buddy boy.
Oh, you're getting so close. There's only 2 left. Hang on. Oh, wait, no. Because they're repopulating.
They repop, yeah.
I forgot it went the other direction.
Yeah. Just waiting for that.
Where do you think?
Otter, you go to the pool every 2 minutes, and seafood is your favorite thing ever. You're very energetic and kind of annoying. Also, slut.
No, what?
Are otters supposed to be sluts?
I mean, they are very popular in gay furries, so.
So, yes. I mean, it's just different
They need to be gifted.
Oh, I hate this. I really hate this.
I'm sorry, I don't have any advice to give you.
God damn it.
Fucking monster things are not popular.
Pig, innocent most of the time. No?
Yeah, fine, there you go, pigs. Not popular with the gays.
That'll do, pig.
Curious and intelligent, can be anything from the sweet girl who likes picking apples and wearing cute dresses, the super rich,
all
corrupt corporate
girls.
business owners, to the fat fetishistic slobs who just want to fuck everything in sight.
Excuse me. Also, why are they all girls?
Because this dude's super hat.
Yeah.
Or this might be written by a girl. Hang on, do I actually go
I-
check?
Would be surprised.
No.
By Stunky Aftermath.
Lord, that's that Pokemon reference.
She, her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lady.
She seems really hateful.
You can also find me on toyhow.
Well, good for her for being hateful on a cis male level.
Hooray!
She put in the work.
All Stark furries are inherently evil. All wolf
Okay,
furries are dogs.
they mentioned the furry that you get sued if you don't pay the creator. The protogen.
All XVmon furries are also into super macro hyper. Panda dicks are weird.
I guess for just technically a private gen you have to pay for, what the protogen is also incredibly stupid and they're incredibly litigious about it. Sorry, protogen. You wanted to be a fluffy but a robot, so you became a fluffy robot. Or you just wanted to be a primogen but couldn't get one. And the protogen, it is a circle but with a robot head with like the Daft Punk LED face.
But
It's dumb. It's super dumb, and the people who created it are incredibly litigious about it, and it's so fucking dumb.
true, like a rat, but dumber and venomous.
Rabbit. Sweet and fragile, in all honesty, although some seem to have some sass to them. Just accept you're a bottom already.
Squirrel, refer to shrew. Expect to get rid of the venom and replace it with a plague. Expect. Expect to replace the venom.
Hey, rat, same as raccoons, just slightly smarter slash cuter. I know what they're into.
This lady likes. I know what this lady wants.
Raven,
I know what this
you're
lady
either
likes,
evil, stubborn, or
lady
racist.
likes, lady likes.
Red Panda, bro, that's the mega gay. You're probably a sweetie though. Enjoy yourself some good food. Oh, I see, are cherry blossoms. This lady sucks.
Tar anything. You couldn't decide if you wanted to make your Sona feral or anthros. You just said, bam, 6 limbs. You can't hide your hyper fetish forever.
Wait, see, I'm vindicated. Her circle. Haha, we get it. Jeez. Go back to 4 and your 6th wolf, okay? 4. Wretch. I'm vindicated by this awful woman.
Oh, well,
Toucan.
how does that make you feel?
Terrible.
Toucan, let me guess, you're gay. If you're not, then that's sure surprising.
No.
Yeah, I guess because the colorful beak is
Oh,
the
she's
idea.
hateful. Sheep, gentle, sweet, in some cases a bit annoying. Loves cottage core. You hate being the center of attention. Hate gay. If male, dainty gay. What?
No.
If gay,
What
if
about-
male, dainty gay.
Also, no, not mainly.
If female, little gay.
Not really. Shrike. Murderer birdie, me likey. Oh, she sucks.
You have saved us all from a grisly fate.
I got it!
Unicorn.
Wait, how does that know this person?
Oh, hey. Good job.
Alec.
Oh, all orbs collected! That was
Whale.
that was the last orb.
You can't.
Well, I got nothing against you since you apparently do not exist. Big men or curvy women, before fetishist.
Where are you pointing?
Wolf, all species, and there's just a stop emoji. Wolverine, a
Not
bigger
even
trash
a
panda.
popular stop emoji. Let's do the stop sign. Because you know the popular one on Twitter is the dude with the giant clock. Time to stop.
Time to stop. Zebra. Marty fanboy, definitely thick. Loves
Oh.
gold jewelry and anything Africa
Okay.
related.
Fucking thank you, Malk, for saying that she stole this from a fucking gay dude. Who's better to explain so much.
Oh, hi, Malik.
Well, crocodile furries are drama queens. All dragon furries are either girls or creepy ass fetishists.
Nope.
That's a really weird. All shark furries are inherently evil. All lizard furries are herms or sluts. All wolf furries are doms.
I love that word.
All dog furries are the same.
Fetish.
All pachyderms are brainy muscle men. All tigers are supreme horn dogs. All avian furries are gay dominatrix S&M tops.
What?
What?
Oh, like Big Daddy Rhino, says Maid.
All avian furries are gay macros.
God, this is dumb.
Let's see, here's another thread. Snakes, hypnosis and vor. Horse, I fantasize about enormous gut-wrenching penises. House cats, hyper-submissive girly gays. Maned wolf, I wanted to be a regular wolf, but that's too mainstream. Wolf dog, I've watched Balto like literally 1,000 times.
Hi, Maid.
God.
Which someone replied, fun fact, my Sona used to be a house cat. Go figure.
Horse, I am Mr. Hands.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you think it.
Wolves, Buffy with big balls. Buffy. Buffy the Ball
What?
Slayer. Circles are the Vor Lords.
The Vords.
So another man who agrees with you. If you're a kangaroo, you're probably into feet.
It's just it's simple math.
Sheep want to be vored, cows are into lactation. We have entered a new level. It is time for a different topic.
Yes.
And okay, fine. Since Dragonfront asked, a Persona is a Persona for fucking.
Anyway, time for me to look at the first science. For parents, resources for parents.
Thanks, Maid.
Furry Bunch. We're here to help with the help of our guest authors, Tempe Okun and Moms of Furries, in collaboration with our first scientists,
Deshaun, this is not a new subject.
Dr. Gerbasi, Dr. Fine, Dr. Plant, and Dr. Robert. Because it's the Stone Age, that's when flying cats existed. And also flame people. Anyway, this is to a new topic because it's not about stereotypes.
Here's a new topic. So, Paul Heyman was pretty cool because his original plan for the WWE reboot of ECW was to basically do like NXT, and I don't mean the original NXT when there's a segment on the normal programming. I mean when it's like the full-on developmental brand and putting on shows that would outshine the main roster. And that's what Paul Heyman wanted to do, but instead it was on Sci-Fi, and Sci-Fi wanted to do real stupid shit on it.
Oh, weird.
Like they wanted to have full-on 80s camp. So Vince is like, oh, okay, we'll have him wrestle an alien. And Sci-Fi's like, oh, fuck no, you're not. So that's why in the first WWE ECW, we got Sandman beating up a zombie. But Vince, being Vince, he is very spiteful. So on Raw, where he could do whatever he wanted, he had a bizarre segment where he scared away an alien.
Scalien.
That's a stereotype.
So, yeah. Paul Heyman is cool. Joey Styles, fuck him. Okay, mate, we're fucking doing this now. No, I don't blame Paul Heyman for
Yes,
it.
you found the screaming lizards. He's screaming.
I don't.
Those little spittle as he screams. He's so angry.
He's just an angry boy.
He's got little teethies too.
God.
This is the precursor to dragons. Actually, if you'll notice, if you'll look at the next area that you're heading towards. So dragons are definitely just extinct in this
Yeah,
world, right?
it looks like it.
That's definitely just like this
Yeah,
giant
that's just
dragon
a
skull.
dragon.
This is a dead dragon.
These are just all dead dragons.
So, Heyman didn't just split. He got fired, if I'm remembering correctly, largely because of Vince blaming him for December to Dismember, even though Heyman was telling Vince right up to just before we're going on the air that this is going to be a disaster. Because, Heyman's whole big idea was to
Hey, what's
have
the big
Rob
idea?
Van Dam be the champion and just push him to the stars, which is a good fucking plan. But then, amongst other things, he had to go and get busted for weed with Sabu.
Rip.
Sabu.
Mafu.
And
Yeah, genocidal, homicidal, suicidal Sabu.
yeah, and
Walking through the woods one day. Come on, Hugh, don't leave me hanging.
No, why are we doing Sabu Mafu?
Because you said Zabu.
Sabu.
Sorry, Sabu Mafu.
Ooh. He do.
Maid.
Oh, yeah, but it's Vyoto, isn't it? I always put suicidal at the end because, well, Mania was not kind to Sabu, even though he is, yeah, genuinely good and innovative, but, oh boy.
Oh yeah, Maid saw Sabu, and I can't believe you're forgetting the best part. It's Super Genie. Ah!
I feel like part of the issue of Sabu is about half of the moves he does, he doesn't realize he can do them until he's done them.
It's Super Genie.
Super Genie.
Whoops.
I'm being really mean to Sabu.
Mean but fair, perhaps? No. No, just speaking.
I mean, Sabu's good, but also,
Also, he's kind of an asshole, says Maid.
Oh, so he doesn't deserve kindness.
he's good to watch, and also he is scary to watch.
Uh-huh. Not sure to interpret that. What is scary?
Scary Spice. It's scariest when you're
Oh.
afraid of something.
Scary as in, oh, you're going to kill somebody or yourself.
Oh. Ah.
Yeah, ECW.
Crazy fucker.
It fucking sucks.
Dream Championship Wrestling.
And okay, standard ECW shit is, yeah, they had a lot of great undercard shit going on. Is that they got like all the stars before they were stars, and they got
Wait,
poached by
what?
a company with money.
I'm so sad. Those pesky lava toads have stolen all my friends' bones.
Yeah, he's just a sack of skin on the ground now.
If we could, finally we have a way to replace human bones with chicken bones and squirrel bones.
Finally. This is what science has always wanted.
Yeah, it fucking. So the ECW, it's a lot of great shit going on, but they couldn't keep any good wrestlers around. So all of like, the ECW originals are fucking terrible wrestlers that no one else wanted. Because as much like innovative stuff they were doing at the
You're welcome,
time,
mate.
like the things that got talked about, the scene around like their main event, their title belt, was not really wrestling so much as guys wrapping their fist in barbed wire
Yeah,
and punching each other
Gronk.
for 20 minutes.
Fuck you, Gronk, betting against a dragon.
So,
You know what? Fuck you, Glug.
there's my mixed feelings about ECW.
Those are very mixed feelings. Decidedly mixed.
I didn't know those were mixes feelings.
So mixed, your feelings gonna submit a doc.
It just
Whoa,
so built
whoa.
up.
Listen, I don't have anything else to contribute to the wrestling discussion. Let me have this.
And you need to make you watch more wrestling.
I do. You do need to make me watch more wrestling. I would be
should have
willing
a
to watch
con-
more wrestling if you subjected me to it, but you haven't.
Oh,
you should-
hey!
You should arrange
know-
more things.
You know the last pay-per-view?
Yes.
Hey, you know how Extreme Rules ended?
Kind of.
Oh, you've heard about this.
Like, I'm only vaguely aware. Please
I'm so
explain it to
happy
me
that
as though I
Super
don't know.
Genie just throws chairs for him to throw.
Explain what happened as though I have no idea what happened.
So the Extreme Rules went out on Seth Rollins. This is obviously kayfabe. Kayfabe removing Rey Mysterio's eyeball from its socket,
Ah,
and then he vomits, and pay-per-view over.
good Christ. Okay. Alright.
Oops.
And
Really?
Yeah, that was how the match was like supposed to end. The match was an eye for an eye match, and the match only ends when you remove your opponent's eye.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
And
They
at the last
realize
minute,
that the term eye for an eye is also metaphorical, right?
and at the last minute, Vince changed the booking because it was originally supposed to be like a special effects heavy, like much more gory sequence of his eye being out.
Good.
And then Vince decided, oh wait, that's a terrible idea.
Then Vince decided, oh Jesus Christ.
I
This
don't
ain't
know,
this ain't a family show.
that sounds
No,
like-
specifically, I think Vince looked, the special effects looked terrible.
Oh. God, fucking course, that's the problem.
Hey!
Wasn't gory enough.
I've not watched this because that whole style presentation has no appeal to me, but we apparently did get a few glimpses of a very fake-looking eyeball just sitting around.
Excellent, okay.
But yeah, the show blows out with Rey Mysterio apparently having lost an eye, and Seth Rollins just turns around and vomits on the floor, and show over.
So, fake vomit, yes?
I am not entirely sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because
Don't like that.
there was that lady on the indies going around throwing apparently used tampons at her opponents and vomiting on them.
I beg your pardon.
Wrestling!
Wrestling. I can't, why why does the indie wrestling circuit at all
Exists?
like at all resemble like the actual professional wrestling circuit now?
So something you have to be aware of is that what is crucially important in indie wrestling is that you get noticed by any cost.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. So, like, really, as far as I'm aware, the only thing worth watching of the last wrestling show on Extreme Rules is they did another highly theatrical match in the style of the Undertaker AJ Styles Boneyard match, where
Okay, that's
it's
something I need.
like Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman resolving
Oh yes, my favorite wrestler, Braun Panties.
Braun Strowman resolving the whole fact that they both used to be in a stable, the Wyatt family, so they had a fight about that.
And then
They had a big
horses.
theatrical fight in a swamp where Bray is doing his mind games like he did with Cena.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
I do like those. You remember that match, Shell? You saw that?
Yeah, no, wait, the children's show thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Firefly Funhouse.
So
Firefly-
Bray
yeah,
Wyatt's
that was excellent.
Bray Wyatt's gimmick is that he just does mind games now, which, to be fair, is much better than his most recent gimmick of wrestling with bright red lights on.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Because you know how, like, the ring has, stage lighting on it, and it's normally light, light.
It's normally lit in such a way that you can actually see what's going on generally.
So for Fiend matches, they just put red gels over all the lights.
Wow.
So it's just completely red lighting, and it looks like shit. Much like how early Kane matches went before we realized that was a bad idea, but they tried it again, like 20 years later.
Oh, that's very funny.
And yeah, the Wyatt versus Cena match was phenomenal. I quite liked the Boneyard match. Even
Oh
though
yeah,
it-
me too. It was
Good
very
lord.
fun.
Good lord,
Fun
Jacob
watch.
cannot go. And they sold the Boneyard match well, in that Styles was just out for a few months after getting buried alive.
It took him a while to undead, I guess.
Which yeah, they're still not going. On a few matches, they do go all in on the fact that this is COVID times. They can still do good things. But the eye for an eye match is a bad idea.
They tried. They tried real hard, and they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, the Swamp match is apparently not as good as the Boneyard match, but it's apparently still a fun time. Also, it's not directly wrestling, but this is probably more for Maid. You know Edge, right?
Does made no edge.
Maid loves Edge. So a film that we should absolutely watch sometime before we leave alcohol together is Edge's magnum opus, released this year, Money Plane.
Money plane. The plane full of money.
Yes,
this
it's about
sounds
stealing money
familiar.
from the money plane.
Is it the sequel to Moneyball?
No, it's Money Plane.
Money plane. Explain what it's about again?
It's a heist movie on a plane, a money plane.
A plane that's got so much money on this plane. What if we took it?
Yes.
Money plane.
Money plane.
Oh, and it's a remarkably bad movie.
I like the sound of that specifically.
And it's just so obviously a western movie. Which that has connotations. Like I'm just realizing that if you're not a wrestling fan, you won't necessarily know the connotations of a wrestler movie. But oh boy.
I mean, I feel like you have shown me enough videos about wrestler movies, like the one about like the weird SWAT team, not like the elite team who like saved people from bad situations.
Ow!
That movie,
Wait,
whatever the fuck
wait,
that
shit,
was about.
what?
I can't SEAL Team something.
Seal Team a Go-Go.
No.
Okay, so there were the people who were kidnapped and they were being kept inside of a shitty old rundown factory by
Oh, that's
the
just the
terrorists.
Marine 6.
Marine 6, there it is.
Maroon
That was a
5.
wrestler movie. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Becky Lynch, Shawn Michaels. You know, Miz.
The Miz.
Yeah, that had to still be Miz. His last Marine movie. Yeah, Miz. Because it's his last Marine movie, but spoilers, Miz fucking dies.
In the movie or in real life?
The movie.
Okay. Listen, you cannot say wrestler dies because I'm going to assume that like they just keeled over in real life as their heart exploded in their own chest. I've seen the list.
Or they dropped from the...
Or they exploded in the ring. It marked the end of a new year.
I mean, you say he's made videos in more than Cena, but Cena was, I want to say only number 1, which wasn't Marine 2 DiBiase Jr. or whatever.
Ted DiBiase.
God, I've committed too many of these wrestling movies to memory.
No, I think it's charming.
Never actually seen them, but just know all the facts and statistics.
You know all the characters, themes, and facts.
Thank you for
Facts,
helping
games,
us.
themes.
Sorry,
No,
I committed a sin.
I think that actually be. I probably don't think I'm in the right order either.
Maybe neither of us are the right order.
I got it.
We did it. Nice.
Did it.
That mini game always fucked me up a lot as a kid.
Well, there's like 3 different eggs that have this bad hesitating timer, and then they
Yep.
all go off at like the same time.
Yeah, it's rude.
It's very rude.
It's lovely.
But then you realize you
Hey,
gotta do a
Dragon,
little.
I hear you're pretty tough. I bet my cousin.
A little oomp
You-
oomp.
Yeah, a little one grabs my tooth.
A little boop to boop.
Yeah, Cena's busy filming like multiple 12 rounds movies or whatever the fuck those were.
There's
Oh,
actually
monkeys.
18 holes in a game console.
Was it at least a couple of those?
A couple of those holes.
Oh. Whoa!
Ooh, look at this cool pattern.
Oh my god!
Look at this sex haver.
Oh my god, yes, look!
If full warm of Spyro.
Full Metal Jacket Spyro.
Oh, look at this awesome dragon!
Yeah, I genuinely
Man.
really like the textures that they give Spyro when he has his little power-ups in this
You
game.
better eat that dragon soon. It's gonna go bad soon.
Oh,
It
this
just looks-
dragon smell a little off.
He just looks like the last banana.
Listen, when your dragon's flecked with brown and got a whole golden hue, dragon's at his best. They're the best for you.
Oh, you weird commercials.
Listen, dragons like the climate of the very, very tropical equator, so you should never put your dragon in the refrigerator.
What the Dijon, what are you talking about?
Good fucking banana commercial.
What?
I'm Chiquita the dragon,
Man,
and I'm here to say...
I only know about this because I
Drag-
listened to a fucking advertising podcast.
Dragons have to ripen in a special way.
Okay,
When he's flecked with brown and has a golden hue.
Also, inexplicably 20,000 Hertz was talking about this in an episode I listened to.
FYI.
Really?
Yeah.
I never had that advertisement.
Well, that's possibly because
Henry
that
Dijon
advertisement
has.
is from like the 50s.
Okay, that would make sense.
These are seen it a lot though.
Oh, I got it. Oh, that was a skill point.
Yep. You had to get all of them with the...
With the spit.
I don't know why it's a skill point, because... I mean, I guess it's technically not something you have to do, because you don't have to kill all the enemies.
They didn't
but...
drop gems.
Yeah, they just drop their soul.
Oh, here's what I said. He bracketed 20,000 Hertz as a cool podcast.
Hurts, donut.
Uh-huh.
What's going on up there?
10,000 hertz donut. Oh, so yeah, there's a little froggy guy up there. Yeah,
Ran down the
that's...
dragon.
You can also aim by holding down the top button on the,
Oh, right, I can. Oh well.
You can press the triangle button to aim.
Where did that jar go?
Went backwards in the level.
I'm thinking about that jaw you offered.
Jar. Or
I'm interested in your jar. I hear you can turn my door into one. There's a gem on the middle of that volcano.
there is.
Yep. Hey, this game's a jaw, folks.
Well, you can't get up there from here.
Yeah, you're supposed to glide down from where you were.
What?
Yeah. I wondered like why you. I was like, you're
I
supposed to
thought
jump
I
over
was
there
like,
from
oh,
where
I
you were.
see the little shields up here now, so I should
Haha, fooled you, game.
Yeah, the shield is for other purposes. Like, it's for getting those gems that are on the ground. Yes, definitely. But also for other purposes.
I like Shield Spyro, which reminds me of an armor fetish. That thing
Bugs?
that you didn't believe in.
Oh. Is that a dog now?
Not yet.
Surprised Mix has not created one in retaliation against me.
Mix didn't know about that.
Don't know how.
He wasn't in the chat. It happened in here.
I know,
It's like generically. Why does Mix know about the existence of Armor Fetish
Oh, I'm
generically?
sure that he does, and I'm sure that they probably one of those things in his gigantic list of things to mine.
Speaking of which, I do need to get back to Mix on a collab doc.
You and I haven't finished either of ours.
Yeah. I have so much shit on my plate.
I know, but we started them like I think a year and a half ago.
The the hair one? I thought we submitted that.
Oh no, well that was one of them. We had
There
like
was
3
I don't remember this.
more. There's the parachute one. And then there was the oh, there was that weird guy, but I think we might have decided that he was too dense and abstract.
Incidentally, I believe the jar is in one of the caves.
I probably died since then, so I probably
I don't know if the jar actually goes back.
it looks like it looks like it did.
Oh, okay.
I've had to move it. I've had to do that again.
Anyway, there's a boy up there.
There is a boy up there. He's taunting me with lies.
His bony lies. Anyway, remember you can aim with the.
Oh, right. Fine.
That's probably what you're intended to do here. And killed him.
I killed him.
You murdered him. Good job,
Mutilated him.
Spyro. Good job, Spyro. You've taken your first life. How does it feel? I have blood on my claws.
This is great.
First, let me tell you the thing you do about kill.
What's this thing up there?
How does one get up there?
Oh.
Let me tell you about killing.
Spyro. You ever choke the life out of a man? Spyro, have you ever strangled a man with just your feet?
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Wait, are we talking about Hunter now? Because Hunter's like 30, so...
Yes, Hunter's asking questions, but
Yes, that is Hunter who is asking Spyro these
Yeah, but Hunter's
synthetic
always
questions.
naked.
it's just
He,
me
listen,
playing
he could get
reference.
more naked. Have you?
Can't get that.
Hunter is not yet shaved.
Just an airplane reference.
Oh, sorry. We've been talking about so many things that are not real.
Hey Joey, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Anyway, try looking in that in the lava cave to your to the, like right in front of the shield thing. In this, yeah.
Lava cave. Lava cave. Lava cave.
Okay, don't look at the wall. No. Okay, so you might have reset the jar.
No, it's next to a bone. It's next to a
bone?
series of bones in lava.
A hawk's head.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that's the area you haven't been yet.
Yeah.
It's the other lava cave.
Hawk's head.
I don't know. Think about the. There's a shield thing right there.
Yeah, but that's just for getting the...
Yeah, it's exclusively for getting the gems.
You made it sound like it was.
I said it was for many things, including the gems.
Not say many things.
Alright.
Okay, I said other things, including the gems.
No, you just said many
Said for other
things. Oh, hi,
things.
Maid.
Gems and other silly things.
Hi, Maid. Hi, Dragon Friend. Hi, Yavuz. Hi, Dijon. Hi, Heave. Hi, Malik.
Hi.
Scared Malik away when we stopped talking about bully stuff.
Who is Malik exactly? Ah. I don't remember who that person is on Extra Credit or Ball Pit.
Malik.
No one.
I don't remember who that. I don't remember. I don't remember which character that person is.
That no one.
No.
Oh,
It's
it's the
none of
ghost.
those.
It's the stream ghost.
It's somebody else. First?
Oh, the call is coming from inside the house kind of situation.
No.
Is Malik your mailman or something?
No.
Spyro, I'm commenting on your stream from the closet.
No. No, it's not Hunter.
Hi, Spyro, it's me. I like to call myself Malik. You might have to, get that dude in here. Nice, good job.
Yeah, I was just getting ready for the timing.
Thank you, Spyro. Now
Hey,
I
you
can
ready
put
for
my
a
friend
cutscene that hasn't aged?
That has not aged.
Hasn't aged. Nope, this is eternal. This is gonna be funny forever. Awesome.
They just proceed to do other very outdated dance moves.
Like flossing.
Well, no, also the
I think that is specifically supposed to be the joke that flossing is outdated.
But like when this game came out, it was only mildly outdated.
He's also doing disco moves. He's not supposed to be hip and with it.
Yeah, but disco is more relevant than flossing. God.
yeah, Malik is here.
No?
Oh, hi Malik. This is like Crazy Frog, yes.
Yes, disco was set up for time. Hello again, Malik.
Hi, welcome back, Malik.
Hey, sorry for slandering your good name.
Sorry, Malik. Sometimes I just feel like
Well, Dijon is sorry for slandering it.
Excuse me.
Didn't you just
You
talk
did not physically restrain me, so you
I
technically
am
put place in
perfect
the
without
slandering.
fault.
I mean, if I had to choose, yes.
Listen, Heath, have you ever heard the
Ray?
phrase, the only thing evil needs to do bad is for good to something?
As a matter of fact, no.
Disco was dead at the time, but we brought back Disco's bones.
Also, you should be going backwards through
I'm
the
trying
level.
to find the jar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the jar is back in the level.
Oh,
That's how all the jars work, is that they take you backwards through the level.
well, that sucks.
Yep. They're a fully negative edition. And all they are really kind of do is just kind of be a little bit of busy work. Can you look back in that cave? Oh, no, it's there. It's right there. It's in the throat. Hang on. Look at the throat. Look at the throat. Look at the deep throat of the dragon.
I'm reading a terrible book again. One of his book's chapter
It's right in front
titles
of me. You stopped me.
is The Sum of All Bears.
The sum. What is the sum of all bears?
The sum of all
All
How
bears.
many
bears.
bears equals the sum of bears?
There.
I don't know yet. I'm on. That is chapter 18. I'm on chapter 10. So ask me again tomorrow.
Bears driving.
I did
Sum of all
it!
bears is
I
driving.
mean, also, yes, that is indeed a reference.
Huh.
This author loves shitty non-puns because that does not work when you say it out loud.
Bears driving.
Because yes, bear is quite similar to fear, but not when you say it out loud.
Sum of all bears.
The sum of all beer.
Some of our beers. Which she could have crammed that reference in. The character's a bartender.
Are you a ferret of the dark? Look at that cute dragon.
Aww.
Look at that cute dragosaur.
Aww.
Dragon dinosaur? Dragosaur?
Oh, well, there we go. Before we even get the episode recorded, we have an episode title. The Sum of All Anime Beers. And then we just edit a Tom Clancy cover. Done.
All anime bears. The cum of all anime bears.
Anime bears.
Doll bears.
Duh, bears.
Bears.
And another thing I disagree with Frank with, the
Other than
making the
everything.
Lions only run one play of Fumble Nation was good.
Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed so far, Shell, but all the levels in this hub are in pairs because
yeah.
Crystal Glacier and Skelos Badlands were fire and ice and featured the little caveman dudes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just something that you may notice.
Let's see, for basketball, Fumble Dimension, I could take or leave it. It's fine.
Please.
The golf one bad.
I tried to watch the golf one, I could not
The
finish
golf
it.
is a bad video.
Oh, it's so boring. Ooh,
Well,
it's boring.
hey, what? Oh, wow, what a surprise! Golf, something related to golf is boring.
I mean, we're specifically trying to make a Fumble Dimension about it, and
Yeah,
they couldn't.
they're trying very hard to make golf interesting. Did not succeed.
I mean, their flaw here is instead of doing a Fumble Dimension presentation, is they did a golf announcer parody for the whole
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, like rather than like they should have just summarized the courses.
And John's big joke for the video to do in golf announcer voice was, here's how I make chicken stock. Which I get, yeah, okay. You really like lemon, sure.
Listen, who doesn't like Lemon? He's a credit to his name.
Bump.
And by his name, I mean all of the domains he owns.
Yeah, and like
Unfortunately, not balls.horse.
oh, but what about the
Want to do Metro Speedway again?
No.
Also,
Wonder
in
why
that
you're
episode, it turns out that Dick.horse is also taken.
Oh.
Ba-ba-ba.
Ooh, you're going to Breeze Harbor.
What? What?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Travel? What?
Ba-ba-ba.
Trouble with the trolley, huh?
Spyro. Oh, are we going to the trolley problem
trolley.
level?
Yes. Problem with the trolley, huh?
Finally!
You might even say that you're in for
Ah!
a bit of beaver bother.
What? What is up with this pelican?
I love these gorilla pelicans. These are called breeze builders, by the way. And the awful thing in the bucket is called a land lubber,
Ew.
or possibly a land blubber.
Please excuse the mess, Spyro.
Ah,
We are
breeze builder.
currently suffering from a land blubber infestation.
They are currently
First,
suffering.
they
Yes,
put
land
fires
blubber.
in our
Land
boilers,
blubber
and now they shut
infestation.
down our ship too.
Wow,
they're
the
shut down our ship
Geeky the
too.
Breeze Builder has quite the. It's like he's got like three different. Voices. It's like part pirate, part drill sergeant, part cowboy.
Yeah, I mean, in these war-torn times, he is forced to take on all three roles.
If you could stoke up the fires under the boilers,
Forced to have
I'm
all
sure
three
you could make
trunks.
your way to the ship. The steam from the boilers will activate our highly advanced
Our
machinery.
highly advanced machinery.
Highly
Our
advanced machinery.
our steampunk machinery.
Yeah, let's see. Baseball. I like the things they're doing, but also I don't like long meta plots in videos. So unpopular opinion.
Oh,
Unpopular opinion.
so do you not like his the future of football, whatever?
I have not read that.
That's fair.
I do not read things on the internet.
I don't get.
well,
I don't
bye.
get taught. It's fine. He's dead. He's gonna be dead anyway.
Look, it did it. It turned on the machine.
Ooh, you can turn on the highly advanced machinery. Turned on a fan. It's incredibly hot. Spyro immediately gets burned.
We'll find that our machinery is
Most good
incredibly
thing he's a dragon.
is incredibly high tech, but also powered by fire.
Campfire.
Oh my
Listen,
god!
Hell yeah! Look at that! Look at these awful men. Look at that awful orb. Get close to it. Go hug it. Go kiss it.
I
Say
don't.
hi to it.
I don't think I want it. Oh!
Look at this douchebag. Look at this asshole.
Steven!
God, it is Pearl.
Steven. Steven's dragon.
What if his dragon gets in the way?
I want to bring Hunter, but what if his
Ugh.
smooth penis gets in the way?
Oh hey, it's one of these.
Ah, cannons are back.
Better than ever. Whoa.
I mean, you know that. The other way you can tell that it's Pearl, even without looking at the face, is the giveaway is because it has points.
I thought you were gonna say the giveaway is that it's war criminal.
No, it is Pearl. Listen, I'm making an actual Steven Universe joke.
Pro points. Yeah, you did it.
Made a real, actual joke about Steven Universe.
despite never watching one, was like I'm genuinely impressed about you. Good job.
So it's very easy to not watch when you don't give a shit.
It's alright. I can make you get. I can make you give a shit.
It's very easy
Well,
to not
yes,
watch a
by
show when
definition.
you just don't bother watching the show. I still haven't finished it.
By the way, there's a little orb dude right there.
Well, yeah, I wanted to get the guy and then get those gems. And,
Yeah. There's an order of operations for things.
well,
Also, yeah, this one is absolutely the trickiest one because you have to hit it like over the fucking.
Blind.
Yeah, gotta hit it blind.
Yes, I happen to know, like, me refusing to watch Steven Universe, me trying to make me, would be like me forcing you to watch XCW. Hey, Dijon, wanna break up? That's just an AEW podcast reference.
I mean, you probably could like make me watch it, and I would.
No, I actually like you.
oh, weird.
Again, that's what Joe. Hey, Joe, hey, you wanna break up?
Listen, if they're hey, you got it. Like, listen, if their relationship could survive like China, who made Joe so uncomfortable she had to like take a break. Like while she was watching, like doing research for the show, she had to stop.
I was
And,
gonna
like,
say China herself, or kind of everything that happened around it.
Yeah, I was
China.
gonna-
Everything that
say that
happened
too.
around and to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's nasty.
Oh, it's bad.
And yet she
Instantly,
read that,
there's a different cannon, by the way, that you can use for those.
but I want to hit him this way.
That's fair. It's also possible.
She read
Yeah, Joe did not like what happened around China.
Oh, it's miserable.
There's some gems that you missed behind you, by the way.
Like, that's why, as much as
Thank you,
like
Sparks.
China had like great matches, as much as a lot of people find it inspirational, I just can't because of how awfully she was treated.
Yeah, it's
It's
distressing.
just too. Ugh. And not just behind the scenes, how terrible she is treated on screen.
Yep, because yeah, wrestling is run by terrible men.
Like most. Well, I made it.
Yeah, you got your gems. Good
Yeah,
job.
I did the tight turn in the little hop.
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you dragon.
So that's always just gonna be a good conversation that I have with wrestling fans. Like, yeah, we like China. It's like, yeah, I respect your point of view, but I can't bring myself to say that with everything that happened.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
I like China. I wish she had a better. Like
Yeah,
I like
I
her
was
so
gonna
much. I wish she had never gotten into wrestling.
I like
thing.
the idea that China could have been treated nicely. Unfortunately, that's not reality.
Man, that would
I
that
mean,
would have been
yeah,
great.
like, China-
to have been not terribly treated.
Oh, whoops.
Like,
Yeah, let's just stop it.
the China individually is great, but I just can't like enjoy her wrestling because I know everything that happens. I just can't.
Yeah. It's like watching like a movie after you already know everyone that dies.
It's way fucking less bad. That movie, like whatever, fine. And besides, humans enjoy movies more when we know what's going to happen.
Don't you want to go the other? There's baskets.
And
Whoa, that's a fun place.
Oh, there's all sorts happening.
it's
I
like
bet.
watching a Chris Benoit match. I genuinely believe that
If you can clear them out, I'll give you this orb I found in a clam yesterday.
he was a terrible wrestler, but whenever I look at him, I just see murderer.
Yeah, yeah. That
Hey,
could be.
Steve. Why is wrestling so bad?
It's run by terrible people.
It's run by carnies.
Yeah.
Run by people who say things like, "Listen, I'm in the garbage business."
Wrestling is still fundamentally a carny business.
Mm-hmm.
Armies. They're the ostracizations they get.
Welcome to Carnival.
Because they're bad people. Oh,
You haven't gotten rid of all the mines yet.
That's to get that's the thing. That's getting rid of all the mines. Okay.
Yeah. It's weird that he gives you that quest there when you have already killed mines before that point, and
I
will
guess
continue to kill mines after
you
that point.
did not have to kill those mines.
I guess that's true. It could have just gone like, I think I'm just live and let live with those mines.
I mean, if you're not really sure, then like you could just like run by them.
Maybe those mines are kind.
Well, I mean, you might think, oh, this might be something I haven't unlocked yet, or you might be a little kid, you might go, oh no, I gotta get away from the spiky things.
Oh no, they're dangerous. I can't charge. I can't flame it.
Yeah.
You can't charge.
It's like Kirby. You don't fuck with Gordo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you do.
Unless you turn into Gordo by combining Needle and Bomb.
Hmm?
Then you can fucking beat Gordo.
Man, they really need to do more with that again.
Yeah, I miss combining.
That was such a cool gimmick.
What's Kirby?
I really feel like Kirby 64 is only just recently being like as modded as it should be.
Wait, really?
Unless you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people do not like Kirby 64.
People hated Kirby 64.
Wait, what?
I feel like everyone seems to forget that people hated Kirby 64 because it was like really slow and it didn't control like a lot of Kirby
I
games.
didn't have friends. Why would I know?
No. Well, I didn't either.
It's
I've just
3D,
heard this
not
from the
good
internet.
3D. It's bad 3D.
It's the 2.5D, which is a good one. Like
I-
Klonoa.
No, it,
Bad
yeah, it is
3D.
like Klonoa.
Stop being a
actually.
bad nerd.
No,
I'm a bad bird.
I
I'm a
didn't.
bird.
Also, I didn't know that opinion because I've always run into people who were like, oh my god, they were like really into Madeline and stuff.
People like Madeline.
Kirby
I know.
64 was my first Kirby, so that's how Kirby is supposed to be.
Kirby 64 was not my first Kirby, but I liked
Un-
it.
Unless you count,
I didn't know that it was a thing. I didn't know that hating it was a thing.
unless you
Yeah.
count in Link's Awakening ruining some Kirby's day.
Ooh, yeah!
Those Kirbys were absolutely nightmarish to fight. There was, ugh,
Oh!
Your day, no bombs in them.
yeah,
And then the Goombas and the Piranha
cheap
Plants.
cheeps.
Cheap. Oh man, they used to have so much fun playing with that stuff.
Man,
Yeah, it was
that
like
game,
mainstream.
like
So it's dreaming about Mario.
yeah, like that, like Link's Awakening was one of my favorites, like games, like as a kid, just because, like the fact that there were Mario things in
Well,
a
yeah.
Zelda game, I didn't know what like developers were. So as far as I knew as a kid, every game series was made by an entirely like unconnected group of people. So the fact that there was Mario stuff in a Zelda game was like absolutely magical to me.
It's,
Like
I mean, frankly,
it was
it's
yeah, it was
still
just it was
kinda
like a
magical.
yeah, it really kind of just adds to the ambiance of like, oh man, this is a special game. Like when I was a kid, like even more so because I was dumb.
There's one in the Zelda. It's doing full weird.
Like forward Zelda.
But yeah, no, I liked Kirby 64.
I really liked it, but it was a minority opinion.
I didn't know that. I did not
Yeah.
know that there was strong negative opinions about Kirby 64.
Yeah, a lot of weirdos out there who hate Kirby 64.
Well, they're wrong.
Sad. Oh yeah, incredibly wrong.
Kirby 64 is great.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you powered up the warship.
About Kirby
Yay!
64, how would we know to get that there Kirby?
By the way, we also have Warship.
Which apparent which that's not even a reference to a good thing.
No.
I thought it was a reference to a good thing, but no. Your reference is to a bad thing.
Our
What?
counterattack on Zephyr.
What?
What is this pelican? What is this pelican army?
Oh, so wait, what did you think I was referring to?
The Kirby TV show. Because that's what King Dedede sounds like in the Kirby TV show. Because like in the intro he says, I need a monster to clobber that there Kirby.
Get that there Kirby.
That's what we do best at enemy. You better get it with a money back guarantee. And there's like a trumpet solo.
Yeah, no, that was a very weird show. And I found some very gross fan fiction of it.
Yeah. Listen, Escargoon likes to get eaten.
Escargoon likes to get eaten and likes to get impregnated, the old-fashioned way. And
Listen, he's a snail. All snails can get pregnant because they are like agendered or asexual.
and then
Whatever.
yeah, they would be asexual. It's the actual, it's the correct use of the word.
They have like weird little dicks that they spear each other with.
I mean that's
Why,
that's
like
like
dogs?
Yes. Hermaphroditic. Thank you, Malik.
yeah, hermaphroditic,
Hermaphrodafrodilic.
which is also the proper use of that word.
Right, all snails are herms.
Please, like, I really would love, I really would love it if someday that they all just gave it. I really wish furries would give it the herm
How
thing.
lucky for me that you came along.
Nope.
My machinery is
How lucky for me that you came
How
along.
lucky that you came along.
I'm having trouble with the trolley.
Hop on that trolley up there.
There you go, there's your
Hop on the
Spyro move.
trolley up there and collect them for me.
Yes. Yes, collect them. Collect the 50 gears with the trolley. I hope you don't have any trouble with the trolley.
Yes, Spyro meme.
Oh.
Trouble with the trolley.
Trouble with the
Congratulations.
trolley, eh?
Use the left.
You have had the correct trolley experience, was that you get on the trolley and you're like, what the fuck are the controls? And then you die, and then he explains the controls better. Which is so
Trouble
good.
with the trolley, eh?
You have trouble with the trolley, eh?
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 Press the jump
Trouble
button
with the
to
trolley,
jump.
eh?
Press the attack
Love these
button to fire.
gravelly voiced pelicans.
Yeah, I love that their voices do not seem to fit with their their voice
Give
don't
me what,
fit with
Jerry?
their appearance at all.
No, they kind of fit. But then again, I
With
also
trolley.
grew up around a bunch of fishermen and Navy
How's it going with Trout?
people.
Grew up in a fisher. Did you grow up in the village from Siren?
No, I spent my summers on the coast. With my
Oh.
grandparents. Oh, I was supposed to jump over that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I spent summers with my grandparents at the coast, so, go down to the dock, talk to, and, you know, listen to people talk. I would go to other fishing towns, and my grandparents would talk to people there, and, you know, just, you get used to hearing that very particular type of, grizzled but nautical speech.
That sounds lovely.
It was actually.
it was-
It
oh,
was a
man.
very nice way for me to spend my summers, which was apparently my extended family's way of getting me away from my parents.
That makes sense also. I wish I could spend a little bit of a summer in like a fishing town. That sounds like a rule. Like just like a little sleepy fishing town. It's like stay in a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, no, well, they managed a motel, so like
Oh.
that was neat, and I could just go out and wander around through the woods. Oops, I didn't time that badly. Wander around through the woods, which also happen to just sort of be sandy because the coast peaks.
What is the term it's like cottagecore, but instead of wanting to live in a cottage, you would just really enjoy yeah, you have to shoot the TNT barrels.
That's what I tried the first time!
No, the first time it was a box. You cannot shoot the boxes.
What?
You have to jump over the boxes. You have to shoot the
Yeah,
TNT
there's a
barrels.
box.
There's a box.
Yeah.
Can't be shooting no boxes, but
Yeah, there's
they're
can't shoot
tricky
the,
those boxes, eh?
can't shoot the box there. Trouble with the boxes, eh?
Ooh, yeah,
That's
dude.
see, you've got a very East Coast sort of thing going there,
Oh yeah.
which is fine. It's a totally valid way to be.
That's a stereotype.
Yeah, like, but what's what's the version of cottagecore? But instead of like fantasizing like about living in a cottage, your fantasy is to run a bed and breakfast in a small coastal town.
The Ernest Hemingway.
Ah,
That's just
yeah.
like fucking sea punk.
By the way, you shoot the sign to change the switch back. I don't know if the game explains that properly.
Nope.
This is a mini game that drives everyone insane.
It's fine. It's just, you know, a matter of learning what the fuck they want to
It-
do.
There's a reason why it's
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Jonathan Fair, he would do convention circus and talk about his opinions about persona stereotype nonsense. But he was just cribbing his shit from IRC groups and other way to online argument forums.
Okay, yeah, this is incredibly internet. This is an endless circle of theft.
Much like everything on the internet, nothing is actually original, everything is stolen.
Everything that I do.
Everything that I do and everyone else in my head, in my multiple system, does is
Everything
original.
that I do is tremendously original. That is why I run a podcast that is very unique, not copied to internet from anything else.
Anything you do, I do is original.
Trouble with the
Can
Trouble
I blow up
calling, eh?
those giant boxes, or do I just have to dodge them?
You just gotta dodge the giant boxes.
Okay.
They're too big for explosions.
Explode.
You're also starting to notice like the circuit that you're supposed to make is that you complete an entire loop of one area and then you move on to the next area.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to leave it behind because who would exactly say how I'll be able to get back.
I mean,
Yeah.
also Malik, that is not a spoiler thing. That's just kind of a queer space in general thing.
Right?
gaze,
You
white
guys
gaze.
will get
Yeah.
out.
Don't look.
White male gaze.
Oh.
You can
Yeah.
hear
And
why
the-
when I say it like that.
The male gaze.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
God, I'm
Well,
so pissed that
use
someone already took that podcast name.
Yeah, not even for a good reason. It's not even a good podcast they took it for.
Of course it doesn't.
It's just a gay chat podcast.
I could put much better use to the term male gaze as the title for a podcast. I still kind of like closet librarians though. That's okay. I'd be okay with that like title for a podcast.
Yeah, good. That's more things for us to do. There's no way that you edit that too.
No, it's fine. I don't need free time.
What about the other things that you've already agreed, you've already promised to do?
It's fine. I will just begin. I will just sacrifice sleep and then possibly rest. I will sacrifice video games and then sleep. Then once I'm doing nothing except working on projects, I'll be happy.
You won't.
Project.
Trolley, eh?
I like having more things to do.
There's something here where I edit properly. So you already know you can fuck audio up good. You learn how to get the podcast good.
Honestly, I would highly recommend learning how to use Reaper. It's like goes a lot faster.
The money pay version.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't cost that much. And also, I don't believe you actually have to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm not delving through pages of licensing to figure that out when I don't have a reason to do it.
Yeah.
Well, the reason to do it is that it's
Trouble with the
a much
It's
easier than
better
editing it on
in-
Audacity.
Ways I do not understand.
Yeah, it's actually better in ways that don't really matter.
I mean, it's faster.
In what?
It's
How does
faster.
Reaper-
Okay, it's faster in the sense that something that takes less amount of like your physical time. Like you know, okay, you know what time is.
Yes, I understand what time is.
I know, but
I've also been doing this for a while.
I'm
Like,
saying that the same
why
thing
one
that will take you like an
non-linear-
hour less to edit.
Why is this thing that's also a non-linear audio editor faster?
What do you mean
Because
non-linear
the
audio
sound-
editor?
Because it makes sound.
It's like an
feel
audio
better about
editor.
themselves.
Yeah. The hotkeys are like you only have to really learn one hotkey, and that is S for split, and that's like makes the job so much faster. Like just splitting and moving stuff around.
I
Because I don't know, the main fear it takes me fucking time in doing audio and stuff is going over the track and saying, no, that sucks, let's cut that out, and then paging back to figure, okay, where's the cut point, and then now where does that end again? Shit.
Yeah, Reaper also makes that a bit easier.
We're also just getting used to doing there's a specific way for you to start thinking about it, and you kind of have to, you get to unlearn what you think that makes sense, because it actually doesn't.
So I've just gotten very good at like editing audio like while I am simultaneously listening to it. So my editing doesn't usually take too much longer than the length of the episode itself.
Okay, no, you have to cut things out.
Yeah, then I just move stuff around while I'm listening.
trouble.
Like I'll give it like a short once over, and then I'll just skip ahead to where I left off.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
no,
fucking
no.
that is the cumbersome part. You know, just aim at audio tracks instead of swear.
you're gonna make this podcast PG-13.
Really, PJ.
Alex is doing audio work original. We are exclusively doing audio work.
Yeah,
I
I
use
haven't learned how to do video, but he knows how to do video.
Yep. I don't do anything fancy because there was very little reason to ever do anything fancier than basic cuts with video game
well, then I can do
footage.
video stuff too.
But I will also say, Heave, that like this theoretical podcast would like be once a month, and also like
And we have
Julia-
video podcasts.
Julia doesn't edit like our book club, so you don't really have to edit the audio. You just put it
So I
online.
want it to be a nice product.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. We don't have to. If it would make you start the project quicker, you don't gotta. I'm saying that I want to talk into a microphone about books.
Besides, I have F+ brain. Do you want a reason to tell yourself, no, I have to sit down and read for a while?
I don't need the reason, but I like having.
We want
I just want a reason, I
we want
guess.
reasons like, oh no, this is being productive actually.
It's not even that so much as I like having my opinions listened to by other people. And I enjoy having like you listen to my
You can
opinion.
only inflict your opinions on me so much.
Exactly. Listen, eventually you're gonna stop like listening to my terrible opinions. So I have to like set up like a side opinion piece.
You say that, but we are still talking about Tournament of Losers.
Listen, it's a good book.
Inexplicably.
It's inexplicably, I mean, it's terrible, but it's also really good and also so fucking weirdly like better than like about like LGBT stuff than any other book I've read.
No,
Which
it
is
should not be as
insane.
good as it is.
No. Like it has like some of the best trans representation of any book that you've shown me, or any
Yeah.
book that I've found. Like it doesn't have any like main characters who are trans,
Not that I've
But it
read in
has-
the main
Very
line.
few things do.
but like the one of the main characters like best friends is like is a trans man, and
It's
like-
straight, I must point out.
yes, a straight trans man. Like who, like this takes place like in a
Generic
Like a-
fantasy times.
generic fantasy times, so like it is just like taken as granted that like yes, he's a man and he also has breasts. Like that's just no one has a problem with that. And like it's described as just like
Just a really
like
casual mention of, oh yeah, whatever.
and like there's also like there's another casual mention of like oh yes, and like one of the princes like just got pregnant. And it's like not an impreg thing. Which like someone
It's not an
might
impreg
have
thing.
someone thought it was an impreg thing. Calling you out.
Listen, you know how my brain works and is.
I know you got the brain worms.
You know what's doing there.
Yeah, it's just like very like that's weirdly more progressive like about like trans stuff. It's just like yeah,
Matter of fact. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, what of
very-
it?
very matter of fact like yeah, some men like have breasts for a time. Like some men have wombs. That's okay. No problem with that, and no one in no one in the world has a problem with that.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's genuinely nice sometimes to read about a world that doesn't have like hateful shit in it. Like this is just a world that does not have bigotry. Like this is not what that story is about. This is not a story about someone like overcoming a bunch of homophobia in order to live their best life. This is a story about a person who has to overcome a very
Him
greedy
being a
man
dumbass.
named his own idiocy, and also a very greedy man named the Friar, who is trying to collect his dad's debt after his dad accidentally killed one of the Friar's like prize fighting griffins.
Someday I'll find something like
I mean, there are
I'm
supposedly
keeping an eye out for you in case I run across anything in my searches for my bullshit.
I know there is I think you missed a gear. God damn it.
that. How?
This fucking mini game. You might have accidentally jumped over it. You might not have though. But oh, this fucking game.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
I did.
Oh my god. Thanks game. I mean, yes, there is. What's that one book about the trans woman superhero? The good one, not the bad one.
Oh, Dreadnought.
Dreadnought or Dreadnought?
I've not. One word.
Dreadnought.
I've not personally read it. It is Julia recommended.
Yeah, Julie recommended that to me. As like a...
It is
a
on my
genuinely-
list.
Yeah.
That was great.
Hey, no trouble with the trolley.
Hey.
Now I can start
I can start
fixing
fix.
my
Now I can start
machine.
fixing my machine.
And the user was asking for this. The book we were talking about is called Tournament of Losers. And again, I'll stress it is primarily a MM romance, but it just has nice trans rap.
Yeah, it's just,
In fact,
it's
it's
just
just
nice.
like trans characters just like, yeah, here's Wests. Anyway,
Like it's not even like.
so I'm not even saying that.
Yeah,
probably
it's
just
not.
like,
It's not even saying that. It's just like and like the specific passages like I
It's-
saw
he's being
I saw a
out,
man like a man running towards me, his shirt open and breast akimbo.
Yes, like he breast akimbo unbound as he's being run out of a dude's bedroom after beating his wife.
Yep.
So like, okay,
Because,
this is good.
His friend just finished sleeping with like the constable's wife on a bet. Because apparently the constable's wife loves to get around. Yeah.
Like it just casual mentions like, yeah, here's Wes, and does not make on that. Just is literally that sentence, and it does
Yeah.
not mention it at all again.
Yeah, it is mentioned as matter of factly as like I looked at his green eyes.
Yep.
Like it's just another character trait that is relevant in the moment.
Which, frankly, if like your book is not about that, and you do not have the knowledge to do it, like this is like good trans rep for that.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah, I think like it's. Yeah, like I think it is okay. I think it's good. Okay, not only okay, it's good for trans people to literally just exist.
It's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
and being
much
awful
fun.
of that, incidentally, since you was asking about it, Tournament of Losers by Megan Durr.
Grr.
D-E-R-R. Probably.
No, I like Megan Duh.
So, yeah, this is why we've been talking about doing a podcast, because as you can tell, we have feelings about this.
I have lots of opinions and lots of thoughts and lots of books that I also need more of an excuse to read them because I've fallen really behind on like reading just because like I have so many other projects that I have to be working on that I don't have enough time for like
Yeah, your other
Pleasure.
appointments and responsibilities lately have not been helping.
yeah. Yeah, like honestly, like finally now that I have like a week where I don't have an appointment every other day, I was finally able to get like episode 100 edited, and I will have enough time to I have like it's only Wednesday. I have plenty of time to finish editing No, it's not Wednesday, is it?
Thursday too.
Oh no. Well, I still
It's
have plenty
actually
of time.
Friday now.
It's Thursday, as I like to call it, Wednesday.
Um,
Um, but I still have enough time to edit the podcast after release on Monday, and
yeah.
it feels good. I'll be
miss-
finally able to get that done, and then next week I don't have to edit anything.
yes.
So
So
I'll
hopefully
get
you
so many
have
other
some
things
leisure
done.
time.
Yes, I'm gonna get so much reading done.
Just cram those books into your head.
Ah, can't wait to sit on my back porch and just. I'll probably get something to make some lemonade or something, or some
Book club
lemonade
is the
tea or
only.
something.
Doing book club is actually probably the only thing that's made me finish a book for a long time.
Hey, let's get some Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Hell yeah. No, that's gross. If I'm gonna be making hard lemonade, I'm going to be making my
Maybe.
own with lemonade and vodka. Now that's a hard lemonade.
We're going to do something interesting with a lemonade adjacent drink and like crack and rum. Like crack.
I've made a very good drink with lemonade, and by the way, I love this terrifying cutscene. I feel like this is against the Geneva Conventions.
Well, oh shit! Oh, I wanted to finish watching that. I wanted to watch those acts of wanton destruction and cruelty.
Can you violate the Geneva Convention in Spyro?
But
Wait,
yes.
Hey Dijon, do you want to hear about a mystery milkshake?
A what? What is a mystery milkshake? Agrees but not their ratios? Okay. Please share.
Oh heck! I didn't take my evening meds. Oh, mystery milkshake.
Anyway, that reminds me to look up the raspberry rhubarb vodka lemonade.
That reminds me that Breeze Harbor's portal is now a face.
Your favorite drink from Canada.
Oh, that's adorable. I know that drink was so fucking good. I had multiples. I had
no,
multiples. It was so good. And then I had
sloshed.
and then I had
I'm very
several
excited for that one to come
margaritas. Which one?
out. We were back in December. We recorded an episode on multiple systems. He was in it.
Was I?
Or maybe it was Dijon. No.
Oh, I have no memory.
Oh no, you wouldn't because this was 7 months ago. I may have assigned
How was
it
it
to
released? How
somebody.
was it so long ago?
May have given it to somebody who then didn't do it. But anyway.
You know, editing stalls.
No. Was it me?
No, it was not you.
Oh,
So I decided the other night. I was just since I wasn't sleeping anyway.
Most of Lab would call outposts.
I wasn't sleeping anyway. I just was like, well, you know what? You know what I want to do? Edit. So I spent a couple hours that night and just banged the whole thing out.
Damn.
And you're way more productive than me when I get the insomnia.
I
Yeah,
really
Christ.
I really like editing. It's nice.
When I get the insomnia, I
it's
just lay down
it's
and
a
cry.
nice time sink. I can just zone out. I don't have to think about too much, and I'm actually
just read-
doing something. I
Just
like
read an
it.
entire smut book.
So yeah. So now that is a thing.
The flaxseed.
Milk,
So,
vanilla, ice cream.
I should
peanut
probably.
butter.
That feels
Huh.
like a really good time, a really good place to stop. We just finished the
Yeah,
third
actually.
level of the night,
Wow.
Wow, we're productive.
and the third level, the third
And no thanks to
world,
us.
well, and also a Skyway thing, or Sky, whatever, one of those things.
Breezeway.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody for being here. We went extra long. I didn't even notice.
Thanks, Spyro.
Thanks for watching my stream, Spyro.
Thanks everybody.